I was doing my podcast with my homie. That's how much of a Virgo I am. I used to set everything up.
Virgo, big Virgo. You already know. Yeah, Virgo. Come on, man.
When your birthday?
Come on, 9/22. I'm last day, baby.
Oh, I'm 9/11.
You
And I'm
9/11.
such a Virgo. It's like 9/22 and half of 22 is 11. Come on, man. And if you want to keep that going, my daughter is 7.
Half of that. Nah, it's not half of that. I'm actually retarded.
No, but it rhymes with 11.
You
know what I'm saying? 11 rhymes with 7.
I was shy. I kept going.
Yeah.
It's 14, but
Yeah,
whatever. But
and my
it does
son is
rhyme.
31 of August, so technically he's 7.
He's a Virgo too.
Her 7.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
my fiance all fucked up. She a Gemini though, so she cool. She'll figure it
My
out.
mom's a Virgo too.
She'll
My
figure out how
mom's
to
a
work with all the
Virgo.
Virgos in the
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
She got wild personality. She got one personality for me.
Nah,
for
we
him,
bugged
for
out though.
Nah, Geminis are different.
My son.
Your son is a Gemini? Yes, so you get it.
That's crazy because I was birthed by 2 Virgos, so.
Yeah, they don't take it.
Pops.
Everything is a joke.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing
He
is
loves
a
his
joke in
parents,
that
though. He
house.
loves his parents, though.
Man.
He loved
You
his
just grew up
parents.
with all jokes.
Yeah, it was nothing but jokes. But yeah, let me get my little intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. If you've been smoking rock or under a rock, you now tuned into the motherfucking Personal Party Podcast.
Shit.
The wackest ad lib in the game.
Shit.
It wouldn't be
Shit.
it wouldn't be fucking
Shit.
a thing if it wasn't followed by
You see
the
the fuck
wackest
we
ad
got in the
lib.
building, nigga? Hit them fucking horns and all that shit up there that you be hitting.
Yeah.
And keep the shit going.
You don't got this shit from what more can they say with where they be like, well, God,
We need that, though, nigga. We need that, nigga.
right before the
I'ma get
beat
that.
drops, it's like, well, God.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hold on, no.
What was that shit from Gladiator or 300 or one of them shits?
I think it was 300. I
Was
got
it
something
300?
close.
Nah, I'm an asshole.
I got my little applause.
Nah, thank you for the applause.
Nigga.
Man. I'm happy to be here, man.
Hold on, I didn't even get to it.
He even finished it. He even started the intro.
I got
man.
my motherfucking brother in this joint. See now, this is what we built this podcast on. Having these conversations with family members, with niggas I came up with before we even knew what these cameras could do. Before we even knew this content would be a thing in the space of the internet. Before the internet,
Facts.
me and this nigga was actually outside.
Outside.
Talk.
Like outside, like eating Jimbos. You know what I mean? One of the few niggas that I would trade jerseys with.
Yeah, why not?
This is what
I can't
this-
wear it no more.
You know what I mean? This is that era. You know what I mean? I got a motherfucking legend. You know what I mean? And I know that word is thrown out so loosely nowadays, but when I say it, I feel like it means something because I know legendary shit when I see it, and I've been a part of a lot of legendary shit.
Talk.
Facts.
I'm a legendary nigga,
Legend
and I have
yourself. Yes, sir.
legendary friends.
Yeah.
So I must say I have a legend in the building. You know what I mean? One of my first friends that actually had a record deal that I seen on television that nobody really even knew how to get in front of these people in these rooms to actually have a TV on MTV, have a video on MTV, video of the week. You know what I mean? In Jamaica. I mean, this
Eating
and
saltfish.
Even before all of that, it was the show Mad Cyphers
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean, if you lived in Manhattan and had public access, channel 35 to be exact, every Monday after Monday Night Raw, you was tapped in.
You was
and
tapped
this nigga
in.
was motherfucking Hove on Mad Cyphers.
No, facts, nigga.
Alright? This nigga will always,
Facts.
and when I say that, it was always a nigga that was gonna close the show, and you could guarantee
And we was
that it was
waiting on
Jae Millz and Most
Close of
Hated.
the show.
You know what I mean? Closing the show
funny.
and had the most legendary rap feud, beef, pause, whatever
we
you
was
want to
wildin'.
call it, on Mad Cyphers, right? That's just one thing. Cause it's so much history in this intro. I could keep this intro going for the whole episode. Cause this nigga got so much fucking history and so many legendary moments that he's created. I have the legendary
Shit.
Harlem Zone.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Most Hated.
Shit.
Motherfucking Jae Millz in this motherfucker, man.
Thank you.
My motherfucking brother Millsy in this motherfucker, man.
Let's fucking go.
Now bust it though.
Yeah,
why I'm
is
so
dope.
excited is because the conception of this podcast, when I thought of 10 people that I really wanted to interview, you were top 5 on my
Facts.
shit.
You always tell me that. You
know
always
what I
tell me
mean?
that. And I appreciate that. And congrats on the podcast. 'Cause I love what y'all doing here. This is some dope shit. It's new. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope to see you jump in this space and like make it your own. So this is
you,
dope.
bro.
Everything about this shit is just dope. So
It's for us by us. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, our legends are doing great with telling their stories with their peers.
Yeah.
And giving their flowers to each other and shit. And I feel like it was nobody in our space to actually do that. You gotta go to them to get that, which is a great thing. I loved it.
Nothing
you know what I
wrong
mean?
with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I feel like, it's another tier of new legends that was being built
Under them.
Under them. You know what I mean?
With all due respect, because they birthed us. You know what I'm saying? We got our styles from listening to their freestyles and listening to their albums and shit like that. So
Facts.
there's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with saying somebody inspired you or motivated you. It's a lot of niggas that we motivated. It's a lot of niggas that we
motivating right now.
After
still.
us, they gonna be like, man, Smoke. I used to love that Kush Gosh. I used to love that Jae Millz. Like so, and it's gonna be somebody after them. So as long as we doing that, we did our part. We doing our part. I feel
Facts. Like, it was good that you said that because fucking Joe Budden and Nori inspired me to podcast.
Me too. I'm gonna get to what made me stop.
we gonna cover all that. We gonna cover all that. But we gonna cover all that.
They definitely made. I will say Nori made me feel like it was another. Let me say that. I want to say this correctly. Nori made me feel like the other side of the fence ain't that bad when you get there. You know what I'm saying? We was always, as rappers, we always scared of like, what's gonna come after that? You know what I'm saying? Because we came up in the era, and it's luckily for us, we was born into this shit. You know what I'm saying? You an 80s baby, man. You was born into the Rakim shit. You was born into Big Daddy Kane. You was born into all of that shit. And by the time you was able to really understand it, you was going to school listening to Nas.
And Hov.
You was going to school.
And Big.
Now, I didn't understand Rakim and Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Lord Finesse, Coogee Rap. But I wanted to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to know what the fuck are they talking about.
We went back to it.
I want to know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than I want to know why my mom's listening to Keith Sweat. Like, who these 3 niggas, the Teddy Riley, what's that shit he be playing? What fuck all ladies like them for? They got what type of chains are those? Like, what's the big head on them? Niggas had Jesus heads, Cuban link chains and shit like that in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Niggas from Harlem.
Facts.
I didn't even understand.
Saint Nick Projects.
I thought Harlem was the world because one of the biggest R&B artists. My uncles and them is telling me this nigga from the projects down here. All right, one of the biggest
from Grant.
The nigga who produced for Michael Jackson.
From Grant?
Yes.
Teddy Riley from Saint Nick.
I know
from Saint Nick.
This nigga producing for Michael Jackson.
It's crazy.
So in my mind, I'm thinking this shit. Everything happens here. Then by the time I'm a teenager, by the time we junior high school, it's like, yeah, you know who Nas is. You finding out who Jay-Z is. You know who Big, Pac. We went through all that. But now I'm listening to mixtapes. I live on 144th and Lenox.
Came up on.
So if I go to McDonald's
And
on
that's a block,
140th
by the
and
way.
7th,
That's one of them blocks.
if I go to McDonald's on 139th, 140th, and 7th, what blocks I gotta walk by? I gotta walk by 42nd. I gotta walk by 41st. I gotta walk by 40th, or either up 40th or by 40th and 39th. You walk by 42nd, that's Dame and them. That's Dame Dash and his niggas over there. You walk past 41st, that's 42nd. You walk past 41st, it's McGruff. You walk past 40th, that's Cam. You walk past 39th, that's Big L.
Mason.
Then at some point I realized I don't even have to walk to McDonald's. I could stand here. I'm gonna see them go to the pizza shop on 145th, or Crown, or KFC. So I could go to school, come home, and just stand outside and see Big L walk by in the Averex with the Vasquez on.
That's a fact. I'm from
My
Harlem,
friends
man.
at school can't see that.
That's a fact.
So they don't understand why at lunchtime I'm arguing like, nah, it's children of the corn. They like, that nigga the nigga Mace, I'm like, nah, the murder Mace. Like, murder, you never heard of murder Mace, Killer Kid? And they listen to me like, they looking at me like, bro, we don't know what no Ron G tape is. Like, I don't,
Niggas
you know what I'm saying?
better-
We don't
yeah,
know
I'm
no
with you.
SNS
Yo, he
tape
talking.
is. Like, but I can't, we so young, bro, you can't blame them for not knowing.
Facts.
We don't really know that it's wild shit going on outside of this. Only way we know is Yo MTV Raps or Rap City. If you wasn't like a geek like us that come home, you could ask me, nigga come to my crib, you don't have to see Rap City for a month. Got all the booths taped.
Facts.
When we get tired of playing video games, we
it
want
on.
to eat our Jimbos or our Chinese food
Hey,
that we
throw
just
that
ordered. You saw the diplomats in the booth where Cam was counting the money?
Yeah, that's a million times.
Let's watch it for 1,000,001. Look. Because I got this shit on VHS. So I'm going to rewind the tape. Like, I done started recording over old tapes. My mom's had Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She got motherfucking Keith Washington performing on Soul Train. And she record over that
We
shit.
come from that shit, yeah.
I need to see Big Tigger in the booth with fucking LL Cool J sitting on the toilet. Like, yeah. And I need to watch it again. Because that's where I'm getting my shit from.
Huh.
That's what we got our shit from, watching niggas go in the booth with Big Tigger. Like, nigga might joke on Big Tigger, but you know how many freestyles that nigga had to kick? Like,
A lot.
You know how many times he had, even if he wasn't freestyling, you know how many verses he had to pre-record in his mind to not fuck up when he get there with one of the biggest artists coming to promote their album?
That's a fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that taught us, or me,
Word.
when I go to Mad Cyphers.
Because Vita did bad.
Damn, I ain't see. Oh, you talking about Vita for Murder Inc?
Yeah, she did
I don't
bad in
think
the
I
booth.
never seen Vita for Murder
She
Inc.
did
in the
bad
booth.
in the booth. Ask Ja.
I'm trying to think, who do I remember seeing do bad in the booth?
Vita, 2 Chainz. I'm telling you.
2 Chainz was in the booth.
It's kind of like that show that he did bad when he was with Disturbing the Peace.
Shout
he
to
did
my
bad.
nigga 2 Chainz. So that's
And
when
I fucked with 2.
that's
That's the
when he
Virgo.
was, that's when
That's
he was
the Virgo.
That's
Now
my Virgo
he the
nigga.
B, the
That's
big
when he
homie.
was Titty Boy.
Yeah, he was
All right.
Titty Boy.
Well,
and
we all
he would
had
even
some
say,
moments.
I'm sure he would say that was not his best work.
All right, not his best work and trash is 2 different things.
I'm going trash, and I hate to say that because that's my nigga. That's
Yeah,
my
I
nigga.
can't say
That's
trash about my nigga.
will
I
pull
might
it
just
up.
say that wasn't one of his
Damn,
best.
I don't want to say that. Yo, 2 Chainz, I'm sorry because I
Yo,
fucks
look.
with 2.
Look,
But go ahead.
The reason why I can't say that about my nigga 2, shout out to my nigga 2 Chainz too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Look
Shout
at
out
this
2 Chainz.
analogy I'm gonna give you. This is how you can tell I've grown.
Go ahead.
And I know my nigga Dizzle like, damn, I don't even gotta ask questions because this
This
nigga,
is great. I
this
didn't even
nigga-
get to my
yeah,
thing yet.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
nah, my
yeah.
nigga
It's
gonna do
like,
his
it's
thing.
like, yo, my nigga still can talk. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I can go. Like,
Alright, my nigga, that's
this
why
is
you
just-
here.
I can go.
I love it.
Listen,
My
I ain't
nigga.
even grabbed the phone
But
yet.
you know, but so before y'all get to your questions, the 2 Chainz shit, you know why I gotta say, I understand sometimes you might have bad days. I could say this about 2 Chainz because he a basketball player. Sometimes you have bad days on the court. Some days you have bad days at the office. Some days you have bad days at the booth. Like in the studio, you might go there, you got 3 songs pre-recorded, but you get in the booth, and that shit your girl said yesterday before y'all went to sleep. I know it's a new day, but she ain't apologized for that shit. Like, she ain't even take no accountability. Now you not even thinking about the job at hand or the studio time you got booked.
You on some whole other shit.
Bad day at the office. 2 Chainz probably had bad day at the office.
Nah,
you know why?
I wish we could pull that up.
Bro,
I'm gonna keep it 100.
when I battled K-Shine, look.
he
You see how
talking.
everybody just stopped?
Yeah.
Bad day at the office, bro. Might have been my worst day ever at the office. In front of the world.
Because it was new.
But you know
Yo,
what?
as a Virgo,
but
how
you
did
know
that
what?
happen?
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, my nigga?
You gotta come back like 4 or 5, but 1, 2, 3.
Or maybe you just don't ever come back. Cool. But I battle Ness after that. But I'm just saying, like, even if so, I remember I told K-Shine after that, I was like, see, this is now niggas get to get their jokes off. They seen Mike Tyson get his mouthpiece knocked out.
Facts.
That's what it was. That's when I battled K, and shout out to K-Shine, because a lot of niggas be like, yeah,
That's
but
Harlem
you.
too.
That was a
Harlem too.
tough match to take for a comeback match, though, my nigga.
You took
But
K like
that
K
nigga is, he's one of the
one
But you
niggas
want to know
right
some
now.
crazy shit? The battles before me and after me, it looked the same. It's not like any of them niggas did anything different. You niggas got your boots smoked too.
Yeah, he does that. That's what he do.
That was the middle of his run. I just was
Facts.
stupid enough to
take that match at
the
that
match
time.
without taking a few before it. That's
Right.
no excuse though.
Right.
You still took it.
Nah,
nigga.
but that was confidence.
And you
though.
got
That was
cooked. But
confidence.
in the midst of getting cooked, I learned a lot. So I'll take that. And I got paid a lot. We both got paid. It wasn't like we battled on the corner and just like
Now
that's just what it is. It's like, nah, that was big business. That nigga got some bread to feed his family for
nigga,
that Thanksgiving
I'm
and that
pretty
Christmas,
sure
and
it
I
was a
did
good
too.
purse. But hold on though.
So it's cool.
Hold on. Let me stop you for 1 second because it's something I want to tone in on. Like a nigga that comes from the era of, you know, before the cameras started rolling, battling niggas and having a certain structure, right? Because the era when you were really fucking smoking everything was way different as far as the structure, how niggas set up their rhyme schemes, and you know they slow it down. The only nigga I feel like in the present day that rap like how niggas used to go back in the day is A Verb. He's a nigga like he don't take
Shout out
no
to
breaks
Verb. Verb
in
is
his
nice.
in his shit. He just keep going.
See, look, now we about
right?
to get into a deep conversation.
Yeah,
'cause
Yeah,
we
because
just going.
you know we
why?
nerds with this shit. So I had to ask,
You know
'cause-
why? Because you asking what's the difference, and it's crazy. I was just talking about the K-Shine shit. That's what I learned that day. You know what I'm saying? I learned it's a switch you gotta have. I got that switch, but I didn't think that day I needed that switch. You get what I mean? Like, shout out to all the battle rappers. Off the rip, I want to say this. You have to be lyrical to be a battle rapper. A lot of niggas be like,
Absolutely.
oh, he ain't
Hands down.
Lux lyrical. This nigga is more performance. It's like, nah, bro, it's lyrics in the midst of the performance. Some
Facts.
niggas just got more performance than lyrics. Them niggas is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm glad, like, Drake got involved with Caffeine, because now you get to see a light get shed on it. How you was talking to me about before the cameras. I always tell niggas I'm Oscar Robertson. I remember I was joking with K-Shine, like, nigga, my triple doubles ain't on camera. Like, y'all get to see Russell Westbrook average a triple double. I did that shit decades ago, but it wasn't nobody running around documenting it. And I didn't give a fuck about bragging about it because everybody knew that's what I did. Everybody knew I was the nigga that was 15 years old with
and
Puff
you-
on the block, like,
You
somebody
was-
go get him.
No bullshit.
And I was upstairs watching Mad Cyphers. I was upstairs watching Mad Cyphers in my boy crib, and niggas like, yo, Puff got the Bentley on Linux. He want you to come down there and rap. Shout out to my managers at that time, Tone and Naj. You know, they had me booming through the city. So at that point, it's like, yo, but I'm still eating Jimbos and ordering Chinese food. My man playing Dreamcast and shit.
Facts.
But everybody in Harlem knew who this nigga was.
But in my mind, it's not real
in the
to
5
me
boroughs.
yeah, 5 boroughs, but
But it's still not real to me yet. I still live in my mom's crib, share room. My friends come over. It's a blizzard outside. Take your shoes off at the door. We gonna order food. You got some Dutch. Damn, you only bought 2?
like real
these
shit.
is the
Yeah.
We used to be like, you only bought 2?
Nigga said, you only bought 2?
We about to roll both of those now. Then we gonna eat, and then, cause I'm not going back outside in the snow. It's snow, and the store is right downstairs.
Literally.
Now it's
44.
like, whoever lose gotta go to the store.
Facts.
Now the game is way more intense. This fucking NBA, this game is way more fucking intense. My nigga.
My nigga came in here rolling Dutchess.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is
Yes.
one of the first
He-
niggas that I smoked the Dutch with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like real weed. Like
Ain't nothing
I ain't
wrong.
gonna hold you.
Probably
I'm
gonna be
from
one of the
downtown.
last.
I'm from downtown Harlem. Right? I'm from 19th Street. We was smoking Arizona and shit at that time. All right. Look, I gotta keep it a bean. This is before I went to LA and started bringing the good shit back to our side, because I like to say downtown.
But
I
you
a
was
nigga that
always
bought strong
smoking.
over there.
We was always
But we
smoking.
was
I ain't gonna
always
say I
smoking.
wasn't never smoking Ari. What the fuck? Like, come on.
Now,
Like,
when
nigga
I came to
started
come
to-
check you over at your mom's spot, we was smoking Poudet.
Yeah, Hayes,
you was
nigga,
going to
that's
Vermelia.
uptown.
You 40s.
Or I don't want to say my man name on 113th, but I'm in 119th between over there. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't want to say
on
his
that side. I know
name.
you're
But it
talking
was
about.
many days. Come on, man. Like,
Talk.
a lot of niggas ain't know about Jans.
Facts.
Talk your shit.
I found out about Jans when I had my last real job I had. Shout out to my man TJ. My last real job I had working on Park Ave, medical liability office. I used to get my checks, and my boy would go to Jans, and he would spend his whole check in there. That's how I met Jans. Niggas would come ring my bell. If we ain't got no weed, I would. Now, mind you, I'm Jae Millz now.
100%
I don't know
Millz,
if I'm no Jae Millz now, but I'm definitely battle Jae Millz now. I got a name in the street. I will put my clothes on and I will walk. Okay, let's go. Not I'm gonna give you money to go to 19th. You wanna go 10-10? You wanna go 20-20? Like
that's how it
if
was.
you don't got it, I'll get it. Or if I might be fucked up and he might be like, I got some bud, I'm coming to your crib.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
We knew how it was. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this on the podcast right here. You know who used to do that with me before I probably used to do it with him? Uncasa.
I swear to
Shout
God,
out to Casa.
on everything I love.
On God.
I started to say,
On God.
shout out to Casa because he used to be in the crib with niggas. That's a fact.
Casa was the first nigga that would hit me any time of the day. What you doing, fat boy? You got some weed? Nah, I got a little bit. I got some shit. I'm gonna come through. But would come through, smoke a bunch, might fall asleep in the middle of the joint, might start rapping to himself while we put all sorts of shit. But he would always come through, smoke with me, chop it up with me, kick it with me.
And Kosh from 51st.
And just kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? So never was a money thing or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So with me and Smoke, it was always the same type of vibe. Niggas just used to smoke out. And this is all in the midst of while I'm a battle nigga, while I'm doing mad ciphers, while I might have a song on the radio or some shit like that, but might even have a job. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like still, facts. even through all of this shit. So at that time, the battle shit was nowhere near what it is now.
Yeah.
I tell niggas, my first time getting money in the battle culture, like making a check off of battle rap, was when I battled K-Shine. I ain't never get no money from that shit. I ain't never get no money from Smack DVDs. I was doing that shit because that's what we did.
And might I add,
Popped it
you
off.
and
You know what I'm saying?
You and
Popped
Mook
it off.
pretty much fucking popped the Smack DVD era off.
I would say, and shout out to Mook, I would say like definitely, and shout out to Smack too.
And shout out to Smack for sure.
A lot of people think I be having my beef with Smack because I be saying, if it wasn't for me, like, I mean, I'll die saying that. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't.
That's how you feel.
It's the first battle you ever watched, and the second battle you ever watched too. And after that, I had a deal when I was doing those. I shouldn't have been doing those.
That's a fact.
I had a deal when I battled Side Castro. I had a deal when I battled Mook, bro. I shouldn't have been doing that shit. But I still was doing it and I didn't want no money from it because I didn't need money from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't no real money in it. Like,
it wasn't no money.
It wasn't no money in that
Smoke,
unless niggas was putting money up on they man or something like that.
Facts. Unless niggas was going to Puerto Rico, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't
doing, like,
no.
the wetland
And the reason why they
battles
had
and
the
shit
Puerto
like that.
Rico battle was because of the Big and My Trouble or what?
Facts. Talk about it.
Nigga, when we got to Puerto Rico for the Mix Show Power Summit, when you got in your hotel room and cut the TV on, my battle was running in Puerto Rico. They were showing the commercials, whatever they showed, and then they would show the Smack battle. How you think that happened?
That's crazy.
But before all of that, hold up, Smoke. We
ahead.
speeding.
Nah, we not. I'm gonna get us back there.
I was explaining the battle rap shit. I was explaining the difference.
We gonna stay in battle rap. We stay in battle rap.
Because we gotta start with battle rap because that was the alpha.
When he said the shit about A Verb, I was explaining like by the time like A Verb and them came, and it's not to disrespect them because they might have been doing this shit out there, but they just never had nobody to put a light on it. I had a light on me, and from having a light on me, now the light done got on Mook.
Facts.
And when I stopped
shared
doing
your
it,
light.
But
now the light done got on Mook, and then Mook done got a light on Party Artie.
Facts.
Now it's a light on Party Artie. And now
Cyphers was before, right?
Mad Cyphers was before that, but
10 years before that.
Mad Cyphers was before that, but Mad Cyphers was some shit like he said. All right, so Mad Cyphers was
We can't spin
Mad
off on Cyphers.
Mad Cyphers
All right.
was
That's
public access.
right.
So
Yeah, I know
A Verb couldn't see Mad Cyphers.
Right.
Facts.
You know, Hitman Holler couldn't see Mad Cyphers.
Exactly.
Shit, niggas in Brooklyn couldn't
niggas
see Mad
see Mad
Cyphers.
You know what I'm saying?
Cyphers.
So they didn't
Couple
even,
niggas in the Bronx couldn't even see
and they
it.
probably had some shit like that going on out
They
in
did
St.
on
Louis
BCAT.
or in Philly
Yeah,
and in
yeah.
all these
Yup,
places.
yup,
so
yup.
everybody had their own thing on. So at that time, we're not even thinking outside.
How
of
did
New
you get
York.
on Cyphers? Yeah.
Mad Cyphers was.
How did you get
I
on
used to
Mad
watch
Cyphers?
it. I used to watch it.
Okay.
You was watching Cyphers before you was on?
I used to watch it. That's how I knew
What?
about Team Hot.
Ty
That's
Hayes,
how I knew, you know what I'm saying?
Dog,
Ty
Boston
Hayes,
George.
Dog, Boston George,
Yeah,
Vita,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Buns, Ray, all
Shout out to Dog.
shout out to the
Shout
whole
out to
Team
him.
Hot, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But I used to watch that and be like, damn, they remind me of my niggas.
And y'all was alike.
Just like
a lot. Like
Puerto
Ty
Rican,
Hayes was like the Puerto
Dominican,
Rican
Latin
Jae Millz.
vibe, you know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I started watching the show, and in between watching that, I would see other rappers on there. Like, oh, these is. But you got to remember, I was born in Wash Heights. I was born on 157 between Amsterdam and Broadway.
Okay, talk your
I was
shit.
born in the
44th and
hospital.
Broadway.
Malcolm X died in, across from the ballroom.
Yeah.
I went to
Presbyterian.
PS 28. You know what I'm saying?
Presbyterian.
In the summer, I swim at High Bridge.
I went to IS 90.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
understand what I'm saying? So
that's uptown shit.
I was already
Talk your
like,
shit, man.
those is niggas from uptown. So I'm watching the show. I probably was watching the show for like a couple weeks. And you know, on public access, at the end, they got a number for you to call.
Oh, yeah.
On God, if anybody used to watch Mad Cyphers that's watching this right now, they know at the end there used to be a number you could call and they blah, blah. Jae Millz called the number.
Word?
For my mom's crib. Called the number, yo, this is Jae Millz, blah, blah, I want to come. And they was like, all right. And I remember, if you notice, the first time I was on Mad Cyphers, I got the little box braids with a headband by myself. It's no Most Hated. It's no... I took a cab.
Did you have the Clippers jersey on that?
Nah, I had a fucking blue t-shirt on with rosary beads.
Facts.
I gotta find that.
My nigga, I got in a cab.
We gonna find it.
I got in a cab and went up there to it was either Stalin or G's crib.
It was Styling Crib.
And then when I got in there, I was like, oh, I got in there and it felt crazy. Like, oh, this is the set. This is like what they really.
Same.
That's
Same.
how crazy and big that show was
Facts.
to us. You gotta think we still kids. We
14, 15.
Nah, we was probably like, what, 17?
Nigga, we was 17,
16, 17.
Between 16 and 17.
I'm a little younger than y'all.
So this is a big thing on Mondays to
Yeah.
be able to cut your TV. This is a big thing to be able to record myself on TV right after I just finished recording somebody in the booth.
Nigga, y'all niggas was stars, bro.
Nigga,
to us,
how
bro.
about this? We was going to school. We was going to high school, nigga.
I
I was in the dice.
It was
you
that
was in
real.
motherfucking art and design,
Word.
nigga, and we on Mad Cyphers
I
on
know
Monday,
niggas
going
is
to
like,
school
yo,
on
we see
Tuesday
you.
like
I could just
stars,
imagine
nigga.
that shit, but
It was so I
break it down.
called.
Yeah.
They called me back. Say, yo, come. I went and did this shit. Cause I was one of them type niggas. I used to put my demo in boxes. Like I remember going to the Source magazine with Shells, putting my demo in a box.
Shout out to Shells,
How about
man.
We rode
Shells
the train. We
that's
rode the
crazy.
train down there. On God,
crazy.
real talk.
That's
Shout out to
crazy.
Shells.
Shout out to Shells.
Real
Shells is
God.
the reason I got on Mad Cyphers. He's the nigga that bought me there.
Yeah.
Well,
my
really,
nigga.
Streets the Block bought me there. Let me give Streets his flowers.
You know what I'm saying?
Streets bought me there from Lincoln with Shells. I felt like I was supposed to go with Streets and Shells the first time Streets was on there, but I didn't go. And then Streets set me up to go the next time. All that shit came through Shells. So shout out to
Yeah,
Shells.
definitely. And I remember I went up there, got in the cab, went and did it. It came on. They was like, yo, we getting a good response. But remember, at this time, I'm a battle rapper.
Facts.
Like I'm battling niggas at the gauchos, at the dancing party. I'm battling niggas at parades. I'm known for being a battle rapper.
Outside.
So when I got on that, now niggas is like, oh, that's Jarvis. I went to school with him. I went to 195 with him. I went to PS. Oh, I ain't know he rap. I ain't. So now they was like, yo, we want you to come back and do the show. And I think when I went back, I don't know if I took my god brothers with me. Like,
Somebody was with you.
Preview, Nut and Perry. I don't know if I took them with me, or if I took Most Hated with me, and we did the Jersey shit. Cause I remember when niggas saw it. See, my thing was, I always once I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like my Talk Boy turned into my studio. The shit from Home Alone, the Talk Boy.
The silver shit.
I used to rewind probably one of the tapes I took with Shells to put in the box at the Source magazine or labels or whatever. I would put the Talk Boy next to the fucking speaker
and rap on it.
press record, hit record on the Get Jiggy With It beat on the CD that I bought from Coconuts for $1 because the other ones that was
Dollar
$3.49, I could get 3 ones for $1 if they got instrumentals on. If the Capone Noriega TONY shit say
Talk
clean
about it.
radio and instrumental and it's 99 cents,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that. Cause I already got the song on tape from when they play on the radio. I just need the instrumental. Play the instrumental on this, record it on the Talk Boy. That's why I'm such a perfectionist as a Virgo. Cause if I fucked
Talk
up,
that shit.
I had to start all over. So if I wrote 3 verses and a hook, I gotta stop the Talk Boy, stop this. This is at like 14.
Do y'all niggas hear this shit?
This is at like 14, 15. So by the time I get the Mad Cyphers, I don't wanna fuck up. I done practiced this in the mirror, in the bathroom for the last 3 days. They don't know this. I done practiced shit for the last 3 days. So by the time I take Most Hated up there, we done practiced these rhymes on the block for the OGs. We know who
No
gonna
wonder
go
it look
first.
like that.
We gonna do this beat, and this beat. I'm gonna wear this jersey. You gonna wear this jersey. You can wear that hat. Tia, when we rap, we gonna all ad lib. You know why? There's another bomb. Shout out to Gilly. We used to listen to Major Figures.
And then look, yo, that's great.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Major Figures. I was a Major Figures fanatic. When they come and they rhymed on Stretch Armstrong, I had it on tape. And where did I take it? Took it to Vado Crib, 4B. Took it from my building, 129 to 113. I could just come out, walk through. I don't even got to cross the street, ma. I'll be right back. This shit crazy. Nah, these niggas, now we listening to them. Now we some little Harlem niggas. We listening to Children of the Corn, Murder Mace, Cam, McGruff, Big L. We listening to all of that. We listening to Big L with Digging in the Crates. Oh, Big L fuck with some other niggas. Big L fuck with Fat Joe and Diamond. All right, we listening to them too. But now we listening to some niggas from Philly. They talk different, Aki.
Yeah.
What's Aki? We 14th. We want to know. You know what I'm saying? We listening to them now. Oh, they got a girl with them? Look, that Vado sister, Tia, you want to rap? I don't know what I'm going to do. Fuck it, we'll write for you. Me and Vado will write for you. We just need a girl, because everybody got a girl.
Facts.
And the girl got to be just as nice as the niggas. We don't care if I was a Foxy Brown, Lil Kim fanatic. You think I cared if Biggie or Jay-Z wrote it?
That shit was fire.
It made it even more hot knowing that they wrote it actually.
MF, all of my niggas that make money. MF, that was Major Figure shit. Pull up Mad Cyphers right now. What did we say on Mad Cyphers? MH, all of my niggas that make. It was the same shit.
Crazy.
But we on public access.
Yo, Gilly!
That's why I said shout out to Gilly. We on public access. We 14, 15 years old. These niggas is on Rap City. We inspired. We not jacking they shit at 14, 15.
Not at all.
These niggas got Mitchell and Ness warm-ups on.
That's a fact.
Like, we was in the pro cut jerseys.
Facts.
Cause we saw Jay-Z wear them on Hard Knock Life.
That's a
He
fact.
didn't have regular
night.
jerseys on. He had a
the
pro
cut
cut.
joints.
Shit
Facts.
got a +2 length on it.
Talk about
Yeah.
Because a lot of niggas
watched
didn't
that
have them
shit
shits. A
last
lot of
night.
niggas
So
had the
that's
replica
crazy.
We was
joints.
kids
Swing
into
mans.
that. So when we went to Mad Cyphers, that's what you saw. You saw Millz with some shit that he want. That's how I wanted to look. We grew up on Cruise, bro. You grew up on Outkast. You grew up, even you want to go to NWA and all that. But we grew up on Children of the Corn. We grew up on Rockefeller. We grew up on Rough Riders. We came up in a crew era.
MH
So
was
I
more
wanted a
Rockefeller
close
to
word.
me. MH was
You
like
know?
Rockefeller to me on Mad Cyphers. Like, you know, hearing the correlation for the Philly niggas, now hearing it makes sense. But back then, looking at it, like I said, I wasn't gassing. You was like the whole for Mad Cyphers. You know what I mean? And V was on his Siegel shit at that time.
And I
You know
never
what
looked
mean?
at it like
and
that,
that's
bro.
how I was looking. Because I'm like, y'all niggas was regal. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see everybody had a certain look. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. We all was wearing jerseys, but I wanted to do it more because y'all niggas was doing it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So y'all set a tone. It was like an influence. And it was like, you know, certain
young
niggas that
legends,
was
B.
like under the vein of a most hated, or you got the niggas that was under the vein of like the, you know, the Team Hot or the James Flames of the world.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
and then you got the L's and Debo and
Yeah.
Rated R.
Shout
you
out
got
to
them
55th,
niggas.
word.
And y'all niggas.
L's and Debo. Shout out
You
to
feel
L.
me?
Shout out to
Debo,
Debo.
Bo.
I
Free my nigga
battled.
Debo,
I
man.
battled. Debo locked up.
Debo locked
Free
up,
Debo,
yeah.
man. I don't never want to see nobody locked behind bars. Hold your head, my nigga.
Word.
I battled Debo uptown,
That's crazy.
and Mad Cyphers recorded it. I pulled up by myself in a cab. Probably had on a red Coogee sweater vest,
you was-
t-shirt tied around my head. I pulled up by myself. I never forget. Pulled up to a corner store. Like, I never forget this shit. This is the type of shit that I wanted to do. This is before no, bro. This is just the type of shit that we was doing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
outside.
So I never looked at it like I'm the Jay-Z of Mad Cyphers and
Right.
nothing like that.
Just
Because
say,
in my
bro,
mind,
was.
we all nice. But you got to think at that time, niggas' confidence wasn't that yet. It wasn't like, we still looked up to Kiss and Fab and what State Property was doing. We looked up to, like, this is at a time where Cam is going from Cameron
SCE to Rockefeller.
to Jaffe.
Facts.
Yeah.
I was there when
Yeah,
Cam
facts.
pulled the pink Range up on Lennox and hopped out in his socks. I can't see shit like that.
Yo, killer!
I can't see shit like that. How I'm supposed to live after I seen that? I don't give a fuck what he ever do in his life again. I seen that. I seen that shit. I seen him and Mason and Big. I seen these niggas go from the block to the TV to award shows.
Facts.
I seen that shit. So, bro, I don't want to lead a Mad Cypher shit, but speaking of that, how you think that feel to a little nigga that seen me do that? I remember being in a barbershop with him. I remember he used to order the sandwiches on the corner. Cause I remember shit. Like if I remember Big L walking to the pizza shop, you don't think kids remember being in the barbershop with you when you getting the shape up? All the jewelry you got on, and one day I want a chain like that. One day I want a watch like that. I ain't never want shit but a BM and a Rolex, my nigga. When I got that, I probably got wild comfortable in Miami. Nigga, Nori.
Oh, we gonna get to that.
Nigga, Nori was like, bro, you used to be way too
Millz
comfortable. You know why? Because you got to make new goals. When you just in Harlem, your goals is I want to be like them. I just want to be like them niggas. Once I became like them niggas, I want to make my friends like them niggas or make you believe you could be like this. It was a lot of times I come back to the hood, niggas want me to tell them stories what happened on the road. If that's going to motivate you, cool. But if it's also going to motivate you to go to Mad Cyphers with me, cool. Or if you got a session tonight and you want me to come, you might not even have enough. You know how many times Dizzy invited me to the studio and I ain't get on nothing he recorded that night?
Facts.
Just being there.
Didn't ask him, yo, you got something for me to get on? I'm just happy to see that my friend that used to come to the crib and play video games with me, now he getting that same chance that I had.
Facts.
That's dope, my nigga.
And
Like,
for me, it'd be energy. Because
You
this
know?
is a nigga that I admire and I always respected his
Always.
shit. So to
Appreciate
have
that.
this nigga,
He
you know what I mean,
always, bro.
for me to have a session and have him there, just for him to be like, ooh, that was hard. Or I might not get a reaction. I'm like, maybe I should change that.
but it's
Because-
it's just being able to. You know what it is too? I remember when it got to a point where niggas felt comfortable enough to tell me the music that I was playing them might not have been something they liked. It might have been a lot of times I came home and played you music with artists I did in the studio and shit, and you like, that's crazy. You got a song with it. That's crazy. But you look up to me so much, you don't want to tell me it might not be it. But then it got to a point where it's like, I ain't gonna lie, Millsy, I gotta keep it a buck with you, bro. Like, you could tell me now, and it's not, and once you feel like, damn, I'm comfortable enough with Millsy, now you start looking at it like, damn, I got my niggas on my block. Niggas act like I can't tell them nothing. Them niggas ain't doing shit. Like, this nigga take input from me. He got way more going than these niggas. Like,
Right,
fuck
right.
you acting like that. Now you start to see the difference in niggas. Like, damn, my nigga, you could help and you don't. That's why when niggas be like, I might not have never opened no barbershops in Harlem, no sneaker stores and shit like that. It's no rapper in Harlem that was out in my era and around me that could say I ain't make them feel like anything I was doing, they could do and more. Or if I could help, whatever I need to do. Bro, how many times I told you, use me?
Facts.
All my friends, I used to be promoters and shit. Use me, bro. If whatever you can get out of me, use me. Like, we used to play 3-on-3 on the monkey bars, bro.
Virgo
Like,
shit.
I'm me now. You now. Use me. They don't want to use you. You know what I'm saying? They want to make it seem like, nah, bro, you my man. All right. So then when you can't use me no more, when I get a little cold, don't make it seem like I ain't try to, like, get no bread with you now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, nah, I ain't, I'm on some other shit. Nah, you always was on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shit that we go through just from knowing each other, just from knowing different vibes of different niggas. Like he said, he a downtown nigga. I never looked at it like I was a downtown nigga. But I was born in Wash Heights, grew up on Lenox, 144th and Lenox 7th, and moved to 123rd and Lex. That's downtown.
Facts. That's why. I
But
used
a
to come see
nigga
that.
from Harlem will always call me a uptown nigga.
Facts, because that's
Facts.
where we know you from.
Niggas gonna always
that's
call
the
me an
origin.
uptown nigga.
It
You
was
know
just
what I'm
like,
saying?
Facts.
yeah.
Meanwhile, I done lived everywhere. I done lived uptown, downtown, crosstown, Broadway, East
This is
Side,
where you
West
made
Side.
your name. Yeah, I'm from Broadway, 144 from Broadway.
So, you know what I'm saying? You respect it. We got a little off course though, but
Nah, not really, because
Nah.
we still on course. All right, so
I wanted to get to the James Flames battle and all of that shit, but
oh, you want to?
to?
Nah, we can.
You know what happened with the
stick
James-
around in Mad
you know what happened
Cyphers
with
for a
the-
little
with-
bit.
this is like
Stick
Mad
around in
Cyphers era.
for
You
a
know
little
what
bit.
Y'all niggas had niggas tuning in public access, bro.
Yo.
What was the numbers, bro?
you
I
know
don't
what
even
happened
know,
with
but I
James
know
Flames?
it's on platinum.
I'm gonna tell you what happened with James Flames. I don't know if people know this or not, but he and I'm not trying to speak down on nothing that happened because I don't know where they at with it right now. But there was a chick I was dealing with when I was younger, and then I think when I broke up with her, she started messing with him, and I'm talking like 13 years old, 14, like
Yeah,
kid
no, the
shit. You know what I'm
kid
saying?
shit,
So
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying nothing now, no
Nah,
funny
this
shit.
no,
but that's
for
what
sure.
happened
But just
then,
back
yeah.
then.
They had, I think they had a kid, all of that. But then I remember it was like some wild little. It was like beef, but it wasn't really beef. Like I remember it was like it wasn't that serious. And then one day, I don't know if they was outside my crib. I don't know if one of my, you know how everybody used to come to the crib, ring the bell, and I think somebody rang the bell like, yo, I think I saw them niggas like outside, like on the corner across the street type shit. So I called a bunch of niggas. So now niggas then came, and I think they said they saw some of them niggas in a car, and they chased niggas up the block. So now when I come downstairs, I'm like, oh, because now it's like, oh, this is different than rap. And I remember I called them. I mean, I got the nigga number from the niggas from Mad Cypress. I need to
Where
hit
they
this
was
nigga.
from? They was from Jeff at this.
Nah, they was. I think he was from over there, but she was from like Wagner and all of that. So he was cool with a lot of niggas from Wagner. And shout out to everybody from Wagner because I'm cool with them. I was always cool with them, but I can't get mad at them for taking his side because he from
over there.
I'm not an East Side. You gotta remember, I'm not an East Side nigga at this point. Like you just said,
right.
everybody look at me like I'm an uptown nigga, but I live over here.
You repping MH.
But he's from there. You know what I'm saying? They from there, so and we hot on them. So they looking at it like, all right, nigga. So niggas bombed on me. You know what I'm saying? They went up there, they fucking did the takeover. Asked Millz, he don't want to, like, I remember when I was messing with her, we went to see What Lies Beneath one time. And I remember he said some shit in his verse about, you the corny nigga taking chicks to see what lies beneath. And I remember I was like, that's what made, I was like,
That's
okay.
crazy.
Okay. I was like, okay. There's some shit going on. And he did it over the takeover beat. And I was like,
Facts.
I was like, yo. That's when I felt like, oh, this like niggas is playing. Because I remember I went outside and niggas was like, yo, what's good? Yeah. But then it was like, them niggas was like coming uptown. Like, it was like, I thought it was rap shit, but them niggas was really on some like, they was trying to have some shit.
They was on some bullshit.
And they came uptown one night and they caught niggas on the wrong night. They caught niggas on like a drunk night. And niggas like chased one nigga over the bridge, chased another nigga. He ran down by the park. Don't know that the park is a dead end back to the FDR Drive. Washed him, chasing, you know, and I think that's when he hit me like, yo, blah, blah. And at that point, I'm on my shit now. Fuck that shit. And the shit just kept getting out of hand to the point where it was just like, shit just died down. It wasn't like no. But for a minute, I remember being like, yo, this shit is all stemming from a public access show.
Yo,
like,
bro.
Crazy. Like, we really but then that's when my nigga V, shout out to Votto, that's when my nigga V got his name at. Because he's not a battle rapper. He's not none of that. But that's where he felt like oh, if you could bring other niggas to diss Millz, I'ma write some shit, Millz. And I was like, all right, go ahead. I'll stand there with you while you say it. Like, hey, kill that shit. So then at that point now niggas is looking at V like, oh, that nigga, he one of Millz snipers. That nigga get crazy. Whole time V not even a battle rapper. He's just he's an angry Jamaican at that point. Like he was like I know at that point he felt like fucking Sprague Benz or something. Like somebody tried to bomb on fucking his man. Somebody tried to bomb on his man. So I remember I made Votto a rapper. Votto wasn't a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was Nas, I wanted an AZ. If I was big, I always wanted that shit, like the shit that my favorite rappers had, like Fat Joe and Pun. I always wanted a nigga where it's like, and my man is nice too. Might even be better than me. You gotta hear my man. So when I got a chance to have that with V, it's like, oh, that's fire. But then Clips. Clips is
y'all
like
niggas had a colossal of a squad.
And then it was like, you know what I'm saying? Bo, fucking Ron Miz, Big Rick, Tia. You know what I'm saying? And then people know Tia from just being funny, fly girl Tia, Votto's sister. I remember Tia used to call me from school like, yo, Millz, where you at? Like, yo, I'm at school. Like, yo, these niggas brought this girl down here. They want me to battle her. Like, what rhyme should I say? I'm like, oh shit! Like they bringing people to your school to be like, she wasn't really like a rapper like that. Like, so to her, it's like, yo, get the fuck out of here! I ain't about to battle you. Like, but she used to talk so much shit. Chicks wanted to really like do something to her. Like, crazy. That's when I was like, oh, this shit is getting dope, my nigga. This shit is getting dope. But then that shit turned into like, a lot of my friends used to look at me crazy because I was cool. Like, rest in peace to my man Dice, man. Paris was like my homie from daycare. So
It's crazy.
when I moved from up the hill and I moved to Lenox and shit, he moved like downtown. So Dice is how I know Mook
And Rex.
And from L's. Damn, what's
Like
what's
if
his
you
name?
know, if you from Harlem,
Not L. Shout out to L's and Destroy too, but not L's and Destroy. Damn, what's Larry name, man? He used to be with Rex and them, and you know Roscoe played ball.
Of course.
Roscoe and Norm played ball, so they was like me with battling. Them niggas would go to a tournament anywhere, play ball, pop shit, all that, play a nigga 1-on-1 for money. So they was that. And Roscoe used to always talk shit about Mook and Rex and his downtown niggas. So, but I'm cool with them. I'm cool with them through my man Dice. And Dice is like their big homie. And I look at them like, damn, because to me it's like, damn, I'm young and I'm nice. But they younger than me. And them niggas was nice.
Dice.
You know,
Paradise. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
I'm looking at it like he used to always like have them, because Dice used to rap. You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
I used to see them with
Yeah,
him.
he went to Thurgood.
I used to see them in, I don't know exactly what school he went to.
He went to
I don't
Thurgood.
even remember Dice
He
even
was in
going to
th-
school.
Yeah,
Nah,
Dice
he was in
was on
Thurgood.
I'm
jail.
pretty
Yeah,
sure he might have been in Watley. He might have been in.
He was in Thurgood for a hot minute.
And God bless the dead after, you know, his untimely passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I felt like I was obligated to still be cool with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know many of his friends, but I knew them. And I liked them niggas because they was like young. They was like me, but they was like a little younger. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't give a fuck about the downtown, uptown shit, bro. I never really cared what block a nigga was from. Like, if I fuck with you, just let me know what time you coming over. Ring the bell like this.
Right.
Ring it 3 times, wait, and then ring it again so I know it's you.
Right.
Like, I was on some shit like that. So with them, it was so many different young niggas that was nice. It was so many different niggas that was nice, but they might not have had wild confidence like that. So Mook, Rex, niggas might come uptown, summertime. Ain't got no cars. We walking.
Niggas was walking.
Yeah, that.
If it was lit downtown, we walking downtown and we gonna walk back when the sun go down. So they would come uptown, chill with me, rap with me, getting ciphers and shit like that. But I think the mad cipher shit made everybody feel like we want to be them niggas too. Cause I remember when me and Mook got into it with our battle shit, I always asked him like, bro, what made you call me out? Like what? Cause I fucked with you. We was cool. Like, and he was like, Millz, in order for me to be like you, I gotta get you out of here. He said, I remember an older nigga downtown told me that, like, you too cool with that nigga, man. That nigga run shit. He been that nigga out here. Like, you can't be that nigga if he's still, cause I remember I got a
Males
deal.
don't understand.
I got a deal. I'm on the radio, but in my mind, I'm like, we cool. Like, I'll do anything. I'll do a song with you. I'll come to your block, get in your video, but I'm hearing like you calling me out at a block. I'm like, not him. Like, this is, and then I seen him. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, this nigga is serious. Like, he didn't back, he didn't double. Like, he was like, yeah, nigga, it's what it is. Like, nigga, I need that spot. Like, he was
Nah,
he was like,
bouncy
he
with
was
shit.
like me 2 summers before that. Moving his shoulders and shit. Like, he had Roscoe and Norm with him. And I was like, fuck all that. I remember I had a meeting. Fuck all that meeting shit, Tone. Now we got to pay this nigga attention. Like, I had a deal. Like, I remember, like, Steve Rifkin and them was looking at me crazy for doing all of this battle shit.
Universal
But at that
SRC.
time, how you looked at me on Mad Cyphers with, this nigga's like Jay-Z. At that time, that's how I felt about myself on the battle shit in Harlem. I felt like y'all fuck with niggas. So for y'all to come at me, nigga, remember how you met me. You ain't meet me on the DVDs, bro. That's what the new era don't get. That's why I be saying the Oscar Robertson shit. It's like, bro, a lot of my shit ain't documented. You can't go find me battling shells outside Barcode for 2 hours. Battling verse. And I lost the verse. That's like the only battle that I could say I lost. And you see how you looking at me crazy?
That's crazy.
I lost to verse. You want to know how I lost the verse? Got set up.
Oh, you battled 3 niggas and he came at the.
I battled, rest in peace to Rado from 40. I battled Rado, Sumo, a few other niggas. 3 niggas. One time. Killed them all.
See? What I said, you
Killed
battled
them
3
all.
niggas and he showed up.
So the next
It
day,
be shit like that.
they came to 42nd. Yo, Millz, this a nigga on 40th talking crazy about you, my nigga. I'm like, word. Bet, let's go. I get the 40th. So it's this nigga. I'll never forget this shit. I had on the Broncos jersey, Broncos hat, and some Air Max that was like the Broncos colors. They was white, but they had Broncos colors in them. And he was sitting on we battled in a park. You know what I'm saying? Park from above the rim where Pop do the. Now it's funny what you know what I'm saying. I remember he was
Harlem, nigga.
sitting on the bench.
That's behind Harlem Hospital. You talking about?
It's 139th and Lennox.
Oh, okay. I know.
Bro,
what
he
you're
beating
talking
on the like the bench he's sitting on, like rapping, and then stop on the drop, say his punchline, and then keep going, beating on his chest. I never seen this before. I'm nice, but I got a bunch of rhymes. He's nice, but he rapping about I'll put 30 in your jersey like Terry Davis. Like he changing the shit I got. Like, and before it hit me that he was doing that, we was like 4 or 5 rounds in, and everybody was just like. Like I seen my own, I seen my own niggas like
On the block, bro.
I seen my own niggas on
park
Lenox
between
Avenue.
39th and
Big
40th.
L is right there
mural
on
right
the
there on
mirror
the wall,
looking
yeah,
through
on
the
the
gates like.
Hey, yo.
Big L is sitting there like.
Nigga let Big L down. That's how you felt, kid?
I felt like Jay. You know how J. Cole said I let Nas down?
Yeah.
That night, I let. Shout out to Verse 2. See, you know what's crazy? This is my growth, bro.
He came to the park, though?
I can
That's
remember
great.
my losses because it's not that many of them. I learned something when I lost the Verse. I learned something when I lost to K-Shine. I learned something when I lost to Head Ice. Those is like my only losses, but I learned something. When I lost to Head Ice, shout out to Head Ice. When I lost to Head Ice, I was with Shells.
It's crazy.
This is how
Will you
all these
battle Head
stories
Ice?
collide. I battled Head Ice on 142nd and Lenox Avenue. Now this is before I'm Jae Millz. Head Ice is Haney. I don't know who this nigga is. He just looked like some older nigga that, like one of my uncles or something like that. I'm that cocky. You know what I'm saying? I probably just got my first deal, but my first deal as like I'm in a group. So I was probably like 17. But I remember when I got the deal, I went to Cosby's and bought like a Terry, like Warren Dunn Buccaneers authentic jersey. And I went, so I remember I had the jersey on. I was feeling myself. It was a summer night. Me and Shell,
I'm feeling myself.
me and Shell's walking. We walking to 142nd and shit. So niggas is out there. So 40 Cal's a little older than me, but 40 Cal was always nice. He
Shout
was
out to
always
40
shout out to
Cal,
40. He was
bro.
always out standing out on the block on the stoop. I think you nice little nigga. All right. 40 Cal was a nigga that'd get in a cipher with me, Murder Mook, and Rex when we 14, 15, and he still want to talk crazy to us. Like so we grew up looking at him like, nigga, give a fuck how old you is, and he grew up looking like, nigga, you a kid to me. He always had that arrogant shit. Cool though, he's super cool. But on that rap shit, he always had that little, you got your little Easter outfit on. It might be January.
All y'all Lennox niggas like that, though.
Everybody had that aura. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Oh, yeah,
had
niggas
that
like
aura,
that.
man. And I remember niggas was like, he's like, let me hear something, shorty. Niggas say you nice and all that. So I remember I spit something. But this is at the time where my rhymes is my rhymes. I don't add shit on to the end. I'm saying the same shit to you that I might have said to a nigga yesterday because you asked me to hear something. So then we start like getting into a battle. So now, I remember I said something. I don't know if it was a cipher at first and then me and him just got into it. But I remember at some point, it just felt like, I was battling my uncle and he wasn't like smacking me or putting his hands on me, but he was like standing next to me just like putting me on the wild shit that I didn't know about. On God, I never forget. I remember
school session
I remember
type
the
shit.
verse battle. I remember the Head Ice battle, and I remember the K-Shine battle because these are all different times of battle rap. These are all different things. You know what I'm saying? The Head Ice shit. I remember being like, I don't really know what he talking about, but I know he talking some real shit. It's just I ain't there yet. I remember that moment because it was around that time I went to rap for Puff. Tony Notch took me to rap for Puff and Daddy's house when I was young around this time.
This is before you battled.
This is like around the time I
Castro in
battled.
front of him.
Let me go
Yeah, this is
talk
before
about that.
Castro. This is way before Castro. I'm still in school, 15. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is around the time of the Head Ice shit too. Remember I rapped for Puff and he had Jennifer Lopez sitting on his lap. This is how I remember. I remember this shit, bro. I remember it like this. And he said, damn, that shit you saying, shorty, that shit nice. I can't. He said, you still live with your mother? I said, yeah. He said, I can't. I said, that shit ain't real then. He said, I'm listening to you. It's nice, but it sounds like you rapping about my life. But all I listened to was
Wow.
Puff, Mace, The Locks, Big, Children of the Corn. So I am rapping like I got a Bentley and all
facts,
that. Yeah.
right.
I'm rapping like my Bentley the color of blah, blah, blah. After that night, I was rapping like I'm trying to get the Bentley the color, y'all. So now older niggas is they respecting it because I'm not saying I got it. I'm saying I'm gonna do this to get it. That's what I learned from Puff. By the time I battled Head Ice, I hadn't put that in motion yet. I was still just saying my rhymes. He was rapping about his life. He was rapping about niggas he still got gun residue on their hand, and my niggas wasn't doing nothing to nobody like that at that time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have niggas that was doing 20 years yet. I'm 15. You know what I'm saying? But he a little older. He done seen a little more. He put his shit together a little. It ain't so bouncy like me on the Talk Boy in my room recording over the beats. Nah, his shit ain't like that. His shit is a conversation. I don't even want to hear him on the beat no more. I just want to hear this nigga keep rapping now. Like, fuck the battle. I take the L, but I'm gonna talk to these niggas now. After that, I was a beast. After that, I was a beast, my nigga.
That's crazy.
After that, I was a beast, my nigga.
I never heard that story.
And Head
He
Ice,
broke that down.
Head Ice will respect me saying that like that because that was the moment where I faced somebody that was a little bit upper level than me. Like it's a different level to what you doing. You nice. You dumb nice. As a 14, 15-year-old kid that lived with his moms and sleep on a bunk bed with his brother. You're nice.
But add this to your game, shorty.
But me,
Yeah.
I'm from 8th Avenue. I don't know if you come up there to Drew Hamilton. I don't know if you come up there to these buildings and stand outside. You down here with your friends. Y'all go to the gym and play basketball and play knockout on the monkey bars. You nice. You listening to this shit. I'm out here right now. You gonna be out here too in a few years. I'm out here now. You know what I'm saying? And it went back to the Puff shit. You gonna be nice when you start rapping about your life more. When you could put your life into your shit. Bro, if you go back to all my music ever since we was kids, I either was rapping about the life I want. When I got the life I wanted, I started rapping about the times I wanted this life that I got now, living in Miami, traveling with Young Money. When that shit left, I started rapping about how I was gonna get it back or where I was at with it. Probably was depressed, but that was my therapy, rapping through it. I ain't gonna say my mental health is in blah blah blah. Even if it is, nigga, I rap through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, I had to start with the battle rap side of your career because that's the beginning. Like I said, the
Yeah, I know that took up a lot of time, but
it's
that's
okay.
That's a bulk.
And
That's a bulk. People don't know that.
Yeah, and it's still a little more that I'm gonna get into until I move into this, you know, the organized style that you got into. But all right, so another battle. So you said you remember all the battles you lost, right?
Yeah.
So now it was a battle that it might be on the fence whether you won or you lost, and you know which one I'm gonna say. Murder Mook.
I was gonna say that.
All
Right. So I say that was the time where we seen Iverson cross Mike.
Yeah.
Right? Because
On a big stage.
up until that point, Murder didn't have a match against somebody in your tier. Right? That it's especially if he did, it wasn't publicized
like
the
that.
same way how this was publicized. Now this is you coming off the Saya Castro shit on the smack in front of Puff. You know what I mean? This is coming off mad ciphers. You know what I mean? And hearing you on mixtapes. You know, random shit. You'll pop up on some shit. So now you share your light with Murder Mook. And Murder Mook has his moments. Right? Now, everybody that you battled around this time, I feel like they all was personal, and that's what made them good. Because you was that good in the battle rap field, making music. Period, still is. But at this time, you was top tier level, so niggas had to have some type of gripe with that to even go at you. Now we spoke about the James Flame shit. You know what I mean? Els, the battle with Els and Debo and them niggas. You know that was after that. That's some mad cypher shit. So now we going on the Mook shit. You and Mook was cool. Mook started calling you out in the hood. Probably came from Norma Ross, gassing it with somebody else, right? So now y'all finally meet up at the state building, and y'all got rounds for each other. What was you thinking going into that battle against Mook? Did you know what to expect against Mook in that battle, or was it just like another day at the ranch for you? Like fuck it, it's another battle. I done did this 1,000 times.
Nah, when I battled Mook, I knew it was gonna be personal because I knew Roscoe, I knew Norm, I knew Mook, I knew Rex. Like, we knew each other. It wasn't like niggas didn't know each other. We knew each other. And I already knew, like, they style. It was like my shit, loud, jokey type shit, but nice. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't take that shit lightly. I think that's why the battle was like that, because you got to remember at that time I got a deal. Like, no was out. You know what I'm saying? He said shit, no. Like,
You gave him a platform.
I had ammo already that he could just like take. You know what I'm saying? I had Big in my Trouble or What that you could flip. I had no. I had I was signed to Warner Brothers, you the Bugs Bunny money, or nigga, you went Hollywood. And he could have said all sorts of shit, which he did, but it made it even more interesting that I still had that energy. I still had that energy from before. No, you don't want to see. Yeah, I got a single. That shit on the Billboard.
Blow.
And
that
was
shit
your
is on the
energy.
Billboard.
I don't want to hear about your deal because I'm wearing
I
it.
don't care. My watch gets sent to Switzerland to get fixed. That's why I was like, he ain't got no watch on. Nah. My watch
Yeah,
is
he said
on.
that shit. He said that
my
shit.
shit is
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Because you know why? Because at that point, I think y'all think I'm just the same Millz. I'm not the same Millz, bro. Like, when I'm out here, I don't wear a bunch of jewelry and I don't got the shades on because I want y'all to feel like, yo, I'm still, you want to feel like you're still there. I'm still in the hood with you. It's like, nah, nigga, I'm really above y'all niggas. I'm above all y'all niggas right now. I don't want to say it like that, but they made me say it like that. After that battle, niggas made me be like, yo, nah, my nigga, you a kid to me, my nigga. Everything you doing because of me, but everything I'm doing, you ain't get there yet. So pay a little homage, my nigga. And then I think when I started saying it like that, now it's fuck this nigga. Nah, fuck that. I ain't
piss
nigga.
niggas off even
Nigga,
more.
you can't fuck with me. Says who? Says who? The people on your block? Nah, my nigga. Nah, you want to be on the DVD because of me. You on the DVD because of me. I gave you a platform. I could have curved you. The battler in me and that fucking aura in me, that Big L, that Major Figures on Stretch Armstrong, that shit all came back at them moments when I got a deal and I feel like, they must think I'm that. Like, I'm stuck in between trying to get these niggas a single that's gonna pop, and in between still being Jae Millz that niggas love from the public access show or from the DVDs or from, you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying, so I'm stuck playing tug of war with that shit. But then you got niggas that you know is beneath you. Not saying like y'all beneath me or whatever right now. We all
but I know
legends.
what you mean.
But at that time, I felt like, nah, bro, these niggas ain't on the radio. Enough don't start his show off with them. I never heard Flex drop a bomb. Clue ain't never had a fire truck on they shit. Like, the fuck make y'all feel like y'all could talk like that to me?
feel you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate it to be that nigga, because he'll tell you, bro, I'm so not that. Like,
Right.
I'm
Nah,
not
not
that,
at all.
bro.
I'm
I'm
with
a
you.
cool, I'm a jokester, my nigga.
Facts.
But when you turn the jokester into like, all right, hold on, let's stop joking, because I'm a jokester, but I low blows are serious. Like, I'm gonna start talking about your moms that's on crack, all that type of shit. Like, because once you start talking about me and all this battle shit, and all right, I could talk about you being a basketball player. Yeah, you're a nice kid. You're a basketball player. You don't murder anybody. Like, I'm Jae Millz. I got a deal. I'm that nigga. I'm fly. I fuck bitches. Like, like, it's my thing. You're not nothing that you're saying, and that's when it hit me like they a little behind me, because that shit that Puff used to tell me and the shit that I peeped when I battled Head Ice, I started doing that then. So when they was talking about my watch gets sent to Switzerland, my watch got floating diamonds in it right now while I'm battling. So you lost that one.
That was the energy at the time.
You know what I'm saying? You lost that one. Like, when it's like, you know what made it good with the Mook battle and what I liked about it? It's debate. That was the first time. I think that was the
ever a
first time the
debatable
word
battle.
debatable
Facts.
came into that era of battle rap.
He was hungry.
It was a you
facts.
won or you lost, and it was cool because it was like niggas like, nah, Millz, that nigga was saying some shit. He was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say he wasn't saying, nigga, we went 5 rounds. They don't even do that no more.
Nah.
We went 5 rounds, my nigga, in the street. I ain't getting no.
Front of the state building.
Ain't nobody sell no tickets for that.
They don't even let niggas
We
do
ain't
that
get no
shit
money.
no more.
We ain't get no money for that. Like, I was doing that shit with a deal. Just think about that shit, my nigga. I had a whole deal. I was on the radio. I was on the Billboard charts. Going to stand on a fucking picnic table in front of the state building to battle a nigga from 100 and something street that don't nobody know. That a nigga about to put it on a DVD and sell it regionally.
We didn't even know that.
You ain't know nothing about. I ain't care about none of that shit. All I knew was a nigga was playing with my name. Didn't care about nothing else. I wasn't even thinking about monetizing it. Like monetizing, fuck that. I just want niggas to know this nigga can't fuck with me. Like that's just really what it was, my nigga.
And y'all niggas ain't speak for years after that. And
Yeah,
and I was in the middle of that shit.
I'm glad me and Mook got to a good place.
I'm glad too.
we got to a good place because that shit was nasty for a while, man. It was real nasty. Niggas used to see niggas homies here and niggas get into this, chase this nigga from here, chase this niggas want to fight here. I remember me and Mook was about to get into a fight in White Castle on 125th Street one late night after Zip Code let out. It's like, bro, this is all from
Legendary
like this shit was
That
all
shit.
from battle shit, bro. Like all on battle rap, bro.
Man.
But me, shout out to Mook though, cause I gotta say this. Me and Mook got a good place now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is grown men, they families, they ladies, they kids and shit. Niggas is still battling, niggas is still active, but niggas is taking trips and making money, able to provide for theyself. I ain't never had no big super. I mean, I was a part of the Young Money shit, but it's like if I give myself props for that, niggas would take the props away. So I don't even bring it up. You
Well,
know, you understand what I'm saying?
since you brought it up.
If I say like, me and Mook ain't never had no big solo albums. We ain't never had no moments like that where we like. Nah, I was a part of the Young Money shit, but that was some group shit. But we legends for battling. Like, we legends for talking that shit. If I died today, God forbid. If Mook died today, God forbid. What you know us from? What you gonna praise us for? You know what I'm saying? So to get to a place where I could call Mook right now, FaceTime, he gonna answer.
Facts.
We could chop it up. It wasn't always like that.
Somebody said the
You know what I'm saying?
the legendary E Ness battle.
Oh, the E Ness battle. E Ness.
That's a
Shout
good
out to
one.
my
Shout
shout
out to him.
Shout out to
shout out
Quantez.
to E Ness. Shout out to my man my man Daoud too. He used to be he still is. Shout out to Poster Boy too. Poster Boy.
Wow.
He introduced me to Ness because he used to go to Philly on his Muslim vibe, and he used to bring him back down here. So this is when Ness was in the house to do the making the band shit. They hadn't made the band yet. I think they were still like going through the contestant stage. So probably 2 days before I battled Ness, I smoked weed in my mom's living room with Ness. Broke weed up from her 19th on the coffee table. The coffee table that was missing it was missing the fucking it was missing one of the mirrors. It was 2 mirrors in the coffee table. Shit was missing one of the mirrors because I used to like brush my hair in the mirror in the bathroom and then take that mirror and look behind it so I could get the waves in the back right. And I dropped the shit one day.
Talk your
So
shit.
the coffee table only had 1 mirror. So I smoked wild weed with him there, right? So 2 days later, Tone or Naj hit me like, yo, Puff wants you to come down and battle somebody in the house. I'm like, bet. It's even crazy. I'm like, yo, this nigga want me to come battle somebody in the house. And I remember me and Vado was gonna go down to audition for the Making the Band shit. Remember they was putting
Get the fuck out of
Bro,
here.
remember they was putting the fucking thing, they was rapping the shits around
the rap
around the corner to come audition.
Yep,
We was
yep.
gonna go down there. We was gonna definitely go down there.
because y'all would have made it. And that shit would have It's good these niggas ain't go, son. Them niggas would have made that shit. That shit would have been bad.
Nah,
bro.
shout out to
Y'all-
the band. Shout out to Diddy too, man, because he gave me a good look with letting me battle Ness on the joint. So when I went down there, when I see him, I had an idea. I'm like, damn, I hope they don't make me battle a nigga from Philly, because that's my homeboy's man, and because the band wasn't made yet. But I gotta remember, if y'all following this, remember, I rap for Puff, and he said, you gonna be all right when you start rapping about your real life. So this is the first time I'm rapping in front of Puff.
Full circle moment.
I remember
Alright.
I smoked about 3 blunts to the face in the corner before we even did the battle.
Getting ready.
When Ness came in, I said, look, I pulled him to the side, I said, look, we both gotta do this. We gotta do this, my nigga. Like, I gotta prove this to my niggas and my label, because I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta prove this to Puff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So don't hold nothing back. Like, say what you gonna say, my nigga. You don't. I'm not gonna feel no certain sort of way. And he came out spitting, and we was rhyming, and I think, I don't know, but I think he thought I was joking when I told him don't hold back. Cause at this point, I done heard the worst. There's nothing you could say to me. And in my mind, I got the fuck you verse that I'm gonna say to you. So I want you to really say anything crazy that you can think of, bro. Cause I don't want you to feel crazy when we get to this round.
Most disrespectful.
Now on TV,
oh my God.
shout out to
Remember
Chill
that
the
shit,
Don,
bro?
man. Shout out to Chill the Don. He calling right now. Look at this nigga shit. This nigga's crazy.
Nigga,
Big ass fucking bakery on this shit.
It's a bakery right here.
You know what I'm saying? So, damn, where was I at? Real quick? Come on,
You told him not to hold back.
I told him not to hold back. Real quick, we're gonna wrap. I told him not to hold back. So I get out there.
Thought he was playing when you thought he was joking.
So they say we gonna go a few rounds, 5 rounds. So we rhyming, whatever. We get to the 5th round. I say that fuck you verse, and I'm seeing the room change. I'm seeing everybody change to the point where Puff was like, I don't know, we might even have to go extra round because he didn't want his man. He didn't want nobody to lose. So he's like, we need to go extra rounds type shit.
He like, yo, get.
So then we started going extra rounds, and I started seeing like people started walking away. To the point where Puff just stopped it. Then when it came on TV, niggas showed 3 rounds. And that was my first understanding of editing. Like, oh, he not gonna edit it to make his man look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he edited like I won 1 round, he won 1 round, and it was a tie. Like, my
That's
niggas
crazy.
was Tone and Naj was furious. Furious. That's how the whole battle got out. Niggas was furious, like, nah, you ain't gonna make that nigga got chalked. You ain't gonna make it seem like that was no motherfucking tie.
He said that nigga got
What?
chopped, nigga.
Oh, nah, they was hot. They was hot
Man,
behind
shout out
that.
to E Ness. He nice, but
Yeah, shout out to Ness, man. And shout out to Ness. And we had a rematch. After I
Harlem
battled
reign supreme
K-Shine,
every
I had a
time.
rematch with Ness. We had a rematch down in Atlanta.
Yeah, we gonna get into the running after we get back. I want to go in order.
Do you?
Right. All right. So now I'm gonna spin off the battle shit for a second, cause after the Mills, but shout out my nigga VL in the building. You know what I mean? After the Mook battle, like you said, you was like, man, look, man, I'm gonna go do what I do. Niggas done got me fucked up. Now let me do what I gotta do now, cause I'm off this. I'm bigger than everybody in this lane at this point. I got to deal. Universal SRC at the time,
Yeah.
Steve Rifkin. I feel like this is the time you was on your statue shit. Had the record with Browse.
Yeah, shout out to Browse, man.
You know what I mean?
Browse got caught in the middle of
Yeah, the
war.
the
He got
war,
he
yeah.
got caught in the middle of the war too.
Shout out to Browse. So you got to deal with SRC. Walk me through that. Like, how did that go after the whole battle scene went and you went back into the lane of getting into the studio?
All right, so by the time I got with SRC, I was originally on Universal directly. And when Sylvia Rhone came, she was like dropping everybody. She was dropping everybody. I remember she dropped the Franchise Boys and they took the same album. Jermaine Dupri signed them and threw a couple features on Oh I Think They Like Me and Yep, My White Tee, re-put the same album out. Them shits was hits.
Shout out to Sylvia. I love it. She curved me too.
Oh, Sylvia Rhone don't fuck with me at all. But you know what I'm saying? Like I love all black queens. So I'm not even.
I love Sylvia
At this
to death.
point,
I
at
see her
this
give her the
age,
biggest hug in
it's
the
like
world.
I'm not about to sit up here and disrespect no black woman. I got a daughter.
It's
my
just no
fiance's
disrespect
black.
at all. You
So
know
it's
what I mean?
like,
She curved my shit.
but
but
yeah,
she be curving. She
look.
be-
I'm talking when you talk about curves, she put like a.
She put the black woman
Like,
in
hold on
it.
for a minute.
She put the black woman
Let me
in
tell
the
you how
curve.
Sylvia Rhone hit me.
She put the black woman in
You
the
know,
curve.
like if you driving like a MTA bus or some shit like that, and you gotta like say you in Columbus Circle. This is how Sylvia
All right,
Rhone curved
I'm
me.
with
You in
you,
Columbus Circle, and you
that's
gotta
a
turn around the monument in the middle of Columbus Circle. She went like this, and then she turned that bitch like this.
She went underhand.
And she let that shit spin back on me.
My nigga, that's a skirt. That's a skirt.
Shout out to Sylvia Rhone, man, but
Shout
she
out to Sylvia.
She curved. Her curve went so crazy. The way she curved me, that shit spun into when I got with Young Money. I remember Ted started saying shit that I remember she was saying to me. And I'm like, oh, Nigga, where the fuck you get that from? Hold on. No, real talk. I remember he was saying shit. Shout out to Taz too, man. Shout out to everybody. Yo, I remember Taz was saying some shit, and I was like, yo, this sound like the shit Sylvia Rome told me a few years ago. Like word for word. That's how I was like,
gonna forget shit.
I was like, oh, it must be some smut on my name right now. I don't know what's going on, man.
Some smut on my name right now, dog.
Yeah, but back to how I got the SRC. When she came over there, she was dropping people left and right, and I think Tone and Naj was like, before we get dropped, we let's go fuck with Steve. You know, so they went and had a conversation with Steve Rifkin. Shout out to Steve Rifkin. Then Ye just bombed on Steve Rifkin the other day. Yeah, he bombed on my man Steve. But Steve took the project, took my whole shit, put me on under SRC, where I wasn't just Universal directly no more, and I didn't have to just deal with Sylvia Rone and the new regime that came. I could more so go down to like a sub-label under Steve, but now Steve get the fight for me with Sylvia.
Right.
It's not Tone and Naj fighting with Sylvia.
Right.
It's we go to Steve and let Steve do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy. That's how you could tell her curve was real with the motherfucking steering wheel, because Steve couldn't even do shit.
Steve's the big dog.
Steve got some power. Steve got a different type of white boy power.
Yeah,
she
Steve
was
the big
like,
dog.
she probably was in there like, no. That shit was funny, man. It all worked out though. I ended up getting with Wayne, you know, ended up doing that. But see,
you say that so casually. I ended up
but
being
see,
Wayne.
see,
We talking about Lil
I'm gonna
Wayne.
tell you what. But the SRC shit, why that worked for me, and why that showed me a lot too, because I used to be in the meetings with Steve, like Tone and Naj. By that time, it's like they taking me to meetings. But it's like we really going in to talk to Steve, but Steve is running the game to me. Like, man, how you feel, man? You ready to hit the road this weekend? It's not gonna be nothing crazy. Probably just got to do like some meet and greets and all that. But he telling me shit that the radio reps used to tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like the people is like, nah, this is the man that makes shit move. He telling me like my schedule. He telling me like I'm a priority. Like I'm going when I leave this weekend. You know, rest in peace, my man Ike Shula. I'm leaving with Cleve. I'm leaving with Ike. I'm leaving with Renee. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas gonna have a corporate card. So I didn't know what the fuck a corporate card was. The corporate card is no,
It's
you don't
swipe.
have to. No, what do you want to eat, Jay?
Yeah,
Right.
If you want to stop right now, we got 8 hours till we get back. But if you want to stop,
Swipe,
wherever you want to
swipe.
stop,
Swipe.
wherever I want to stop, wherever you want to stop. I could take Aldo and Vado with me. Okay. So I get a room for me. I get a room for them with the 2 beds. They, all right. We eat whenever we want.
yeah.
Whenever we want, we can eat. All right.
That niggas was going shopping, swapping that shit.
Everybody, come on now. Hey, cool. Niggas come on the road with me now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that time, just when Guns got with Universal. So if I was going out with SRC, they would send him out with Universal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like David Banner and Rim. And you know what I'm saying? So Terror Squad. I remember Terror Squad was booming. That's how
they
Steve
was on
Rifkin
SRC
had.
too. Yeah,
Steve
they had
Rifkin
lean
had
back.
he had some power at that
Yeah,
time
yeah,
because he had
yeah.
that lean back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and shout out to Guns. Guns had, at that time, Guns had Rain. You know what I'm saying? Rain.
Militia
I forgot
and
his other
Hash.
man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hash,
So they would be
yeah.
on the road with him. And that shit taught me a lot dealing with Steve Rifkin, because it taught me like the business. It's like, all right, they telling me to go out here and say this is coming out this month. But he would keep it real with me. Like, I mean, you could do that just to keep the momentum going, but you like probably gonna look at first quarter next year. And I'd be like, damn, it's fucking October. But he's telling me. It's not like he's telling me, selling me a dream. He used to be telling me some real shit. Like, not even like trying to hurt my feelings and nothing like that. Like, I know this is what you're like, but this is what it is. So now I'm starting to see the artistry, like me being Jae Millz, the artist, and me having to be like Jae Millz, the businessman. You know what I'm saying? Tone and Naj starting to tell me shit like, Jay, we can't be the ones going to Enough with your new record. We can't be the ones going to Flex with your new record. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go out. You know what I'm saying? We don't even really supposed to be hitting them about your new record. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm doing what I need to do in the studio. Y'all do what y'all do as a manager. They do it as a label. But the game is changing. They trying to mold me into being the type of nigga that's like, I'm my own boss.
Self-sufficient.
You know what I'm saying?
early,
Like,
early.
I'm an artist, but I'm going to
Yeah.
pull up on you with my shit too.
Right.
So that's when it became, you would see me out every night. Every night. Even if I gotta take 5 niggas with me or 15 niggas with me. Every night. I know the promoter. I know June do duvet. I know you do this. You do soul. You do stereo. You do miss. You do I know all that shit. I know where God Bless the Dead, where Big Cap at, where Self in the Union at, where fucking Will at. I know where this one is at. I know where that one is at. I know the Nike events you might walk in and see fucking D Nice at. Remember the first time I saw D Nice DJ, and I was like, this is like almost 20 years ago. I remember walking into a Nike event and my name is D Nice was DJing.
My name is D Nice.
I don't know, it might have been D Nice or Q-Tip.
Either or,
it was one of them. It was one of them that fucked me
Legendary,
up. Like,
either or.
I didn't understand. Like, nah, you're gonna get to a point in your career where it's gonna be like overseas and like all sorts of other shit you could do too. I'm still hyped about going to the Cherry Lounge at this point, nigga.
Facts. Ha! Nigga took it back to the
Cherry.
Cherry.
The Cherry
Nigga took it back to the
Lounge.
Cherry. Right, so, you said something so casually getting into your story. But you say, yeah, this is around the time I signed with Wayne. Right? Like, niggas, it's Lil Wayne we talking about, right? How did you meet Lil Wayne?
Damn, how did I meet Wayne? I met Wayne. Damn, I'm trying to remember, was it like an all-star weekend? We was going into a club? Or was it like when I had this song out and I was in Miami? It was one of these times. It was either, nah, it wasn't that time. It might have been we was walking into a club and All-Star Weekend. It was an All-Star Weekend. Might have been Houston or some shit like that. I don't know which year it was, but I think it was an All-Star Weekend. We was walking into a club. And I had this thing with me where I would tell people who I was. Because I was so used to being like a fan and being in Harlem. When I started going to like All-Star Weekend or BET Award Weekend or, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Super Bowl weekend. When I would see people, I'm not the type of person that gets starstruck. Like I remember going to the studio one time when I was recording My Swag. This is before Wayne and them. When I was recording My Swag with Scott Storch. And fucking Hulk Hogan came in. Bro, you see how, bro.
You never told me this story.
Bro, you see how your face just went? Oh, I never told you that. I thought I told you that. I was just, yo, I was recording My Swag.
Look at his face.
We in Miami recording My Swag. This is the first time I've been in a Phantom too. I remember we was leaving his crib.
He talking. Look.
I got in the back. I have to tell the story because it's so embarrassing. I got in the back seat and I reached. Like I was like, damn, this shit is far, man. Nigga, I'm like, why is the door so far? And he said, oh, Jay, I meant to tell you, there's a button right there. You can put. That's what makes these fucking interviews and these talks so interesting, because I don't mind explaining shit that people might not know. That may be the fun. Yo, bro, that was the funniest.
So far right there.
That was one of the, I remember reaching like, yo, this Phantom door is far as a motherfucker. I don't know how people do this. Like, and he must have just seen me before we pulled off from the crib. He was like, Jay, he looked in like, you know, like a nigga in a taxi. You get him, ask you, where you going, sir? Yeah. Nigga just look back like, oh, Jay, it's a button right there for you to close. I look, so it's like a little switch shit. Look, that shit said, But nah, all right, so the Hulk Hogan shit. So we recording My Swag, right? And shout out to Scott Storch, because he one of the illest producers I ever worked with that I seen ask me, like, if anybody knows Scott Storch, they know he do this. He be like, you like that? You don't like that? Scratch. He like this. He playing shit. Like, you like that? Is this cool? Keep that. Just start playing shit. And then before you know it, everybody like, yo, that shit fire. And I remember being like, I remember telling Naj, I remember telling my man Naj, I don't like this beat. Cause this is around the time of Lean Back. Like, so we was like, yo, we need like that intro. That's why the beginning of My Swag go dun, 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 dun. Like, I was like, we need a fucking monster intro in the beat. And then when the beat came out, I was like, it should sound like I ain't no joke. Like, where's the rest of the beat? Where's the shit you did for Fat Joe? Because, I'm kind of at the end of the budget, man. You know, the cooling shit ain't cheap, man. You know,
And
T.I.
you was
is
in there with some niggas.
kind of want to know where's the rest of the shit. Where's the rest of the shit? That's probably why when Hulk Hogan came in, my mind, because I know the business now, and I'm just like, nah, this is not what I came here for. Like this. And I remember Hulk Hogan's, I never forget this shit. Hulk Hogan said, because this is when Scott Storch working on game shit. I be giving y'all some fucking jewels, man. One day when I die, y'all gonna look back at this shit and y'all gonna be like, damn, he gave us everything. fucking Hulk Hogan comes in, then he had his daughter with him.
What is Hulk Hogan doing there?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Scott Storch was working on Hulk
Brooke
Hogan's
His
daughter shit. This is around this time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whoa. So it took a little break from it. So we just he talking to Hulk Hogan and shit. So Hulk Hogan telling him wild stories, and I'm like, back to the not being starstruck from shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, you know, because I come from, nigga, I seen Jennifer Lopez sitting on Puff Lap at 15. I was at the Hate Me Now video shoot when Lou Rawls hopped out the shit with Puff. Nothing impresses me, nigga. And even if it does, I'm not going to let you know it pressed me, nigga.
Harlem shit.
Fuck is you talking about? Because at that point, I've been outside for a while. I've been around Tony Naj since 14. I missed midterms at 15 because I was at a Black Gold party. Like, fucking Big Tigger and Big Les and a Luke. I ain't never seen naked women just walking around. Like, they just walking around this shit. Like, I'm supposed to be taking midterms right now. My mom said they could bring me to Miami. What the fuck is the Wet Willies thing? Are we going back tomorrow? Like, so I can't drink nothing in here? Like, they look like slushy ices though. I can't have none of this. Like,
That's crazy.
I remember being 15, that shit, and then to come back home, and then a nigga, not to say it like this, but niggas like Rex and them like talking crazy to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just couldn't understand. Like, first of all, I fuck with you, I'm your friend. Or maybe I'm not your friend. Or now I'm starting to see the uptown, downtown shit. I'm like, hold on,
Now you
maybe
starting to see the division.
maybe this shit is maybe I be gone a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? So I remember being like, nah, this shit is just not, it's not like, nothing impresses me, man. Nothing impresses me. So the Hulk Hogan being there, it's not impressing me. But it is impressing me because I'm a wrestling fanatic. So I'm trying to be like, yo, I don't really, this Scott Storch beat, I wish it was some more to the beat. But yo, I'm in the same room with Hulk Hogan, right?
So you did my swag with Hulk Hogan in the session?
Yo, bro, for about 5 minutes.
It's crazy.
I remember Hulk Hogan was talking, and everything in the room, this shit like, I just wanna be. Yo, he's standing at the console just talking, and it's like at some point I ain't hear nothing he was saying no more. That shit just turned into like, yo, I remember you was in this shit with the Warrior. I remember Macho Man thought you was fucking with Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
None of this is real shit, but
wrestler shit.
I went back to that moment. You know what fucked me up? He said, "Hey Scott, hey, play that record from the game I love. I love that record, brother. I need to hear that record, man." Now the game album ain't out yet. He's like, "Oh, I know which one you want to hear." That shit said, "Boom, boom." So he played the turn the world into a strip club. And Hulk Hogan just like, turn the world into a strip club. And I'm like, yeah, yo, bro.
Hulk fucking a hoe.
That fucked me up. My grandmoms took me to see a WWF event at Madison Square Garden and got me the fucking Bret Hart glasses. I took them to school and was being dumb. Bought them out before show and tell, and my teacher took them. Said, your mom's got to come get them back. My moms ain't never go to school to get them glasses. I will never. So take that story about the glasses and put me in the same room with Hulk Hogan talking about turn the world into a strip. What? Fuck my swag. fuck Jae Millz, nigga.
Fuck the teacher that took my glasses.
Fuck them, yo, fuck all this shit,
Hey,
man.
yo. Nah, that shit
had me bugging, but I gotta finish this My Swag story real quick. For my man Naj, I gotta finish this. I didn't really like the beat. And this was the first time that Naj and Tone pulled me to the side. And I remember we was in the Hit Factory. And they walked me outside in the parking lot. And I was smoking. I was like, I don't really feel this, man. I remember they just kept saying, Jay, look, do this for us. You can just do this for us. And I remember Tone was like, yo, Jay, let me ask you a question. You think Big like Juicy? Now, I wasn't around for all that shit, but they was around for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was in them sessions with Bad Boy and then did Daddy's House. They was on the No Way Out tour. They, you know, so now I'm like, I don't know. He was like, yo, he ain't like that record. Puff made him do that record. He hated that record.
That shit, yeah.
That's his biggest record.
He said, do you hate it? And I remember I was like, nah, that's one of your favorite records from Big, right? He said, so you might be depriving one of your fans from their favorite Jae Millz record right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember as a stubborn ass artist, I remember that moment just being like, it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? I remember recording My Swag in Miami. I remember when Tony Naj was explaining it to me with the Big and Juicy shit. And Naj was like, yo, just rap like this. Just talk. If you don't want to rap because you feel the beat is too, just talk. Just stop and go. Stop and go. He's like, Jay, just do it for me. Like, I remember it got to the point where them niggas got so frustrated with me. He was like, look, just do it for us. It's like, all right. And I remember doing that shit, and that shit became like one of the records that people fucked with the most. I remember when I first put it out, shout out to Mano. Mano hit me, he was like, yo, you got one. He said, that's the one. Like, and Mano's a hard critic. Mano's always a tough critic. He's all, you know what I'm saying? I never knew, Mano's a very hard critic. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been the last song that I would have thought for his name to pop up on my screen, and he talking about that shit. Like, you like that? But that's when it showed me it's not always gonna be what we like. You know what I'm saying? That's why with the Scott Storch shit and the whole My Swag, that was a lesson for me, because it's not always gonna be what the fuck you think is hot. Especially when you young and you fresh in the game, you don't know what the fuck is hot. Think you know. You trying to take your shot. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really know. You don't really know what that shit.
So was this record before or after Bring It Back?
Probably around the same. Bring It Back. Bring It Back might have been before. It might have been right before. Because I remember Bring It Back was... what was Bring It Back before?
I want to say it might have been after.
Because I'm going to tell y'all Bring It Back. Bring It Back happened because Browse was mad. I remember Browse was mad because I don't know what song I had out at that time, but he felt like with Who and all the other shit we was doing, and then I started doing like the Cool and Dre shit,
right?
Swiss Beat shit, the Scott Storch shit. I guess he started feeling like, nigga, I got some shit that's harder than that shit too, like blah blah. And I remember when he came to give me the Bring It Back beat. I remember when he first played it, I was like, ooh, this is hard. And the first thing that came to my mind was Heal Up, Will Up, Bring It Back, Come Rewind. I don't know why. Like when the beat kept going, I
know exactly what you're talking about.
I remember Flex playing that shit.
Now I'm gonna tell you what happened. We did the record. Browse was in the studio. I did the record. I did the verse and the hook. Tony and Naj, they came to the studio. I was like, yo, y'all gotta hear this shit I just did. So I played it. And I think they was like, yo, then we started figuring out who to get on it. So then we got Kiss on it. And I think when we got Kiss on it, we gave it to Flex. Flex was on some shit like, let me put that on my album. And we was like, nigga, at this time, we trying to get a push out of the SRC Universal shit, so anything is a push. So that's when we gave it to Flex for his project. And in the midst of giving it to him for his project, now that shit is on Hot 97, like.
Enough playing it.
Everybody playing it. But it's like, hold on. The label kind of trying to take, like they doing something. It's like, nah, y'all kind of had me on ice. Like, y'all, those ain't y'all spins. Y'all ain't doing nothing. And if so, why y'all ain't doing nothing to further the record? Y'all kind of just making it, you know what I'm saying? That's when I started realizing, like, they ain't really on it. But the record got so hot, we couldn't let it die down.
Yeah.
So that's when I hit I think niggas had reached out to Fab.
Yep.
Shout out to Fab. I remember Fab. Fab came through to the studio. That's when I realized how fucking cool Fab was. Because before that, I didn't know his personality. I remember when he came to the studio, I got wild sour from my homie. Like, I had wild weed, liquor ready for when he got there. He came in, we was smoking. And I remember at some point, he was like, Millz, I'm good. Like, I ain't even going to be able to do the verse. Like, and I was like, oh, no, let me not do that.
Yeah.
But I remember through the session just joking with him and just talking to him, giving me game, because he's older than me. Not like, I'm not saying like Fab's 60 fucking years old. He's a couple years older than me, but still older than me. And I looked at him like, yo, this Fab.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
This season in the game.
Fabulous sport. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
From the mixtapes.
That's a fact.
And the nigga was dumb cool. Crazy funny. I remember going back to the block like, yo, the nigga Fab might be one of the funniest niggas I've ever met in the fucking rap game.
Nah,
but y'all
that's a
niggas
fact,
would never
though.
know it because y'all probably never get that close to him. Because he also don't fuck with nobody. But I remember that's how I got cool with Fab through doing that. And then when Fab did the verse, I knew Wayne from just being out and about. Going back to how did I fucking meet Wayne?
That's why I said
See,
this.
you see how weed does? You see how this fucking
Look,
20-minute
this is
loop
why I
I just
said
went?
this.
The weed is great.
I knew it was going to bring you back there. That's why I said it.
I'm going to come back to the Bring It Back remix with Wayne. I met Wayne doing the shit that I said always one of them people telling him my name and shit. So we was going into a party, and I remember I was behind him, and I was like, yo, you know, what's up? You know what I'm saying? My name is Jae Millz. Good to meet you and shit. And he's like, fool, I know who you is. Like, and I remember I felt so crazy. But I was like, how the fuck was I supposed to know he know who I am? But they used to watch Gutter and all. They used to tell me they used to watch Smack DVDs and all that. And then he used to fuck with Cam. You know what I'm saying? Birdman used to fuck with Cam, and that's how he got cool with Jewels and Cam. And so he was in tune with everything that was going on. Funny thing, I remember that same night, I said that shit to D-Ray. That was just my thing. I was just telling niggas like, yo, what's good? My name is Jae Millz. Good to meet you. I remember the nigga D-Ray said, nigga, I know the fuck you is. You don't gotta keep saying your fucking name to everybody.
The comedian D-Ray? The comedian nigga D-Ray?
I never did that shit again. I never in my fucking life went up to somebody and said, yo, what's good? My name is Jae Millz. Like, I never did that shit, nigga. If you don't know me, go fucking find out who I am, nigga. Fuck that. I ain't never do that shit no more. But that's how I met Wayne. So from knowing that, I reached out to Wayne to get on this shit. And he called me to the studio. He was like, yo, bet I'm in New York, come through. So when I get to the studio, this is when Wayne was just doing a bunch of shit. I get to the studio, and when we walking in the studio, the beat is playing. But we ain't give him the beat yet. Like, so I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I get into the beat playing, so he like, yo, what's good, fool? Good to meet you. Because he's a fan. He's a fan of Big and My Trouble or What. He a fan of all that shit. Then we was both on Universal. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm telling you, I'm still in fan mode. I'm not thinking how you think, Millz. You was like Jay-Z or the shit, the hood. I'm not thinking none of that. I'm still in respectful. I'm just happy to be here. That was my vibe. You know what I'm saying? He walked in, what's good, my nigga? What you doing, guy? Just tell me. I'm like, yo, how you get the beat already for the joint? He like, this your beat? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I was about to do a freestyle with Jewels. That's when they was doing the Can't Feel My Face. I'm about to do this for Green Lantern.
It's crazy.
So I'm like, shout out to Green Lantern. I fuck with Green Lantern.
Yeah, shout out to Green. That's my
Green
brother.
Lantern.
Shout out to the Sensei Green.
But at this very moment, I was like, why the fuck Green Lantern ain't playing the song then? So you giving
I ain't even
you
thinking
giving
that
Wayne
song.
you giving Wayne the instrumental to my shit, the bomb over with Jewels. Shout out to Els too. Welcome home, Els. You know what I'm saying? He giving him not that I was mad, but in my mind, I'm like, damn. Well, if you know about the record, why you ain't playing the record? This is when Green Lantern used to come on Hot 97. I'm like, why you not playing the record then? All right, fuck it. I ain't paying no mind. I'm like, nah, this the joint I was coming for you to put the verse on. Like, this is my record right here. He was like, word? Oh, I ain't even know that shit. I think he still did it and then still did my shit.
That's hard.
Then asked for a dime, then asked for a penny, then sent an invoice, then asked what we using it for. This is when he's Wayne.
Mixtape Wayne.
Like, Bring It Back time, he's Wayne when he's not asking
he
for a
just-
dime. This is when I meet Currency for the first time. Shout out to Currency. I remember having a conversation with Currency, and we was in like the lounge room, and he was explaining to me Hurricane Katrina. He was explaining to me like I was like, yo, how did that shit? Because at this point, they in Miami now. They just traveling everywhere. But Currency and Mac Man and all them is with them. I think Mac was there too. Shout out to Mac. Marley G might have been there. And I remember Currency was explaining to me like, yo, Millz, we always get hurricanes and shit. So, you know, I went upstairs. I thought it was just like a regular hurricane. And, you know, I went and got some weed, went up in the attic. And I think he said he had like a drop top and he had like a bandana in the rear view shit. He said when I woke up, all I saw was the bandana. He said everything was flooded. I never forget him telling me that story. You know what I'm saying? He said, bro, we always think we gonna get, so I got some weed, went up and, he said, I woke up, all I saw was the bandana. Like, and in my mind, I'm like, damn, so the car was underwater? You know what I'm saying? And I remember like chopping it up with Currency that night and kicking it, and Wayne was like, I'm finished. I'm like, you finished?
And my man slipped through the hurricane. What was my nigga smoking, bro? Back then, I'm sorry. My nigga slept through the. I'm fucking up,
yo,
bro. My nigga
Spitter was probably smoking some of the. You know, he smoked some of the best. He probably smoked some of the best.
Even
so
back then, my son slept through the.
Oh, he was
trainer,
nah.
bro.
So I went back in there and I'm like, damn, Wayne did the verse for that shit. Like, that was like it was just so, because at that he's Wayne, but that let me know that he fuck with me, you know. And through that, the Bring It Back remix came out, Let That Shit Rock. I remember I had Holla at a Player, fast forward. I had Holla at a Player. Now I'm not on Universal no more. I'm not on Universal no more. The Sylvia Rhone effect done took toll. Like, she won. She won that round. It was like, fuck that shit. So I remember I'm just recording shit at the crib. I got a little setup there. And I remember I did the song and I sent it to Enough. And I sent it to like a few DJs. I don't got nobody to send my shit out for me, so I'm just sending shit. Sent it out and getting some play on it and everything. I'm getting booked. I'm doing shows and shit, you know, answering my own emails but I don't have a deal, but nobody knows I'm not still on Universal. So I'm just, they ain't put out no press release. I ain't put out no press release. It's just, you know, just keeping it afloat. And then I was like, nah, I got to keep the song going. I had to Bring It Back shit in my mind in the remix, because that's how I always kept my songs going. No had a remix. Who had a remix? Bring It Back had a remix. You know what I'm saying? So Holla at a Player, I need a remix for this shit. Hit Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I hit the fucking email that I still had. Nigga sent me a number, hit me back, was good. It's like, yo, I got this record. I bet, send it to me. Sent that shit, and he did it. And I remember when he did it, I was like, because I ain't got no deal. So I'm like, damn, my nigga. Fuck it, at least, you know, hit him up and see. Because it was 3 people I hit. I always tell the story. It's 3 people I hit. T.I. had wanted to sign me around the time I did my shit with SRC and Universal. Way back in the days, Grand Hustle. T.I. been wanted to fuck with me. Shout out to T.I.
Shout out to Tip, man.
I remember I was cool with Game. And I remember hitting Game. And I remember Game, like, you always got a spot at Black Wall Street, nigga. Like, I was cool with Game from when Game first came out. When I was coming out, we used to be doing all them fucking conventions and shit together. And he was always a nigga that, he used to look at Smack DVDs and lyrical nigga. He was on Smack DVDs. You know what I'm saying? So I was always cool with him. That shit always stuck out to me. Like, he was like, nigga, you always got a spot. Like, I used to be talking to that nigga. I'd be like, what you doing? Playing Madden online. Like, nigga, you fucking 4 million sold. Like, playing Madden. I used to be, he would really be sitting playing Madden on the headset. Like,
that's why his name is Game.
In his prime. You know what I'm saying?
His name is Game.
Cool. So I always remember that. And I remember I reached out to Wayne.
Deadass.
And Wayne was like, I was like, yo, when the next time you gonna be in New York? And he's like, I don't know. I don't like New York. They don't fuck with me out there. What's up, though? And I'm like, oh.
Who said that?
Wayne. This is like around the time he had the little gun case. This is around the time he had the gun case. It was still open. He hadn't went to jail for it yet. So I'm like, damn, you could either be prideful and not tell him your situation, or you could swallow your pride and just see what's up. Nigga, he just did a verse for you this is the second verse he did for you for free in like a year. He ain't doing shit for free, my nigga. Like, and I remember I was like, yo, I don't know next time you're gonna be up here, but I know you're doing the Young Money shit. Like, if you got a spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll fuck with you if the door's open. I got some records you want. He was like, oh, he said, you don't got no deal? And I remember at that moment, I was like, that feature's a dub, nigga. It's over for that. He said, you ain't got no deal? He was like, nah. He said, all right, I'm gonna hit you right back.
How you felt?
I know you was nervous.
I was like, that shit is dumb.
You thought it was a dog?
It's over.
You fucked up?
I fucked up. I fucked up because now he know it ain't no budget.
Oh.
It's over. It's over.
You
Fuck
thought
it.
it was on some money shit.
Yeah, it's over. He called me back with Taz on the phone. He's like, so, again, you said you ain't got no deal, right? He said, so you ain't got no deal. I'm like, nah, I ain't. But I got to keep it real with him because it's like, fuck it, nah, I ain't got no. Because ain't no money for you if you ask for it right now. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, so when could you get on a flight to Miami? What?
Today, right now.
I said yesterday.
Heard you.
See?
Yesterday. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Yeah, man.
Fuck is you talking about,
Fuck is
nigga? You fucking Lil Wayne, nigga.
Yeah, niggas. That's why
You just did 2 features for me for free in less than a year. You gotta fuck with me. I gotta take my shot in the dark. When can I get on a flight? I could have got on a flight. We could have cut all this shit.
Yeah.
I could have been there today.
Word.
To keep it a buck with you. I could have been there today, nigga.
Facts.
Nigga, I could have been there today, nigga. Nah, you bugging. That's why I always fuck with Wayne, because I always say, Wayne fucked with me not because of something that he heard at a specific moment or because I had a buzz. I ain't have no buzz. To keep it real, I ain't have a deal. I ain't have a situation. I ain't had no buzz. Niggas kind of wasn't really fucking with me like that. I don't know if he knew that or he didn't. Maybe he knew it and he wanted to be the one to change it. Because if you look at what he did with Nicki, look at what he did with Drake, look at what he did with fucking Tyga, took guns, you know what I'm saying? Twist, Chuck, everybody that he took and he fucked with and he put on a platform, it was all people that people was like, what you gonna do with even with Nicki, niggas ain't think like, ain't nobody just gonna say they thought,
I mean, I like the.
you know what I'm saying?
from the
People,
come-up
we
DVDs
like
and shit.
Nicki, but niggas ain't think Nicki was gonna be what she is today. You probably thought she was gonna reach a level that you seen before. Like, yeah, we seen females get hot.
man.
Nah,
Right,
she
right.
reached a
Fuck
level
Nicki,
you
man.
never seen.
Yeah, never.
Niggas didn't think the nigga from Degrassi was gonna be fucking up there with the Beatles and Mike.
Yo, I'm sorry, real fat. Yo, you can tell Nicki to unblock me on Instagram.
Shit gonna be tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you on camera, but I'm
Yo,
gonna tell
she
you.
unblock me on Instagram, B.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like, if you on that list, cause I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you on my block
Yeah, I
list,
know it's over.
It's
It's
rough.
over.
It's rough. I don't even, that shit like the sunken place. If you there, bro, this shit just fucked
Yeah, it's
up. You might as
over.
well
Nasty.
You might as well
Nah,
go.
it's nasty. It's over.
You might as well just go to like. You
Nah.
might as well go to like your web browser and just go to like twitter.com/Nicki Minaj, and then you can see her
Yeah,
shit.
you're not hashtag Nicki
But
Minaj.
I know it's, you know what it is. It's your pride.
Yeah,
your pride
hashtag.
is like, now I want her
hashtag.
to see me. It's like, no, she don't ever want to see you
son.
again. Like, that shit is fucked up. I know.
I shouldn't have said that, man.
It's a few people that got me blocked. I didn't think that shit was real. You go back, you still look, you be like, they ain't got no posts. Like, no, they got posts. They got posts. It's just you'll never see them.
Yo, I felt
There's posts.
accomplished.
There's posts there.
That she seen me, but then again, I'm like,
There's posts
no, like, you culture, sis. I used to rep you.
There's
Nigga, I
posts.
had a couple pictures on my page of her when she blocked me.
There's posts there.
I'm
There's
like,
posts there.
man,
But-
it's over, man. Fuck
But
it, it's
yeah,
all right,
Wayne,
Nicki.
I give a lot of respect to Wayne always because he took a shot on a lot of us, especially with me, especially with that. You know what I'm saying? Put me on a flight, and I was Young Money. I was there till I wasn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of times that he could have curved me for dumb shit. It's a lot of times. If anybody know me, and I'm horrible with flights.
You missed a lot of them, huh?
A lot is how many T's is on the end of that? Fucking
Damn, you a late nigga?
I'm old enough to admit it. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of times that I should have got curved. There was a lot of times that a nigga should have been like, I ain't got time for this shit. That's what let me know how much he fucked with me. That's why I wrote it out like that.
Right, right.
Because there was many times he could have curved me. You know what I'm saying? So shit got a little sticky. I probably stayed a little too long. Probably stayed a little longer than I should have.
What you talking about in Miami?
No, with Young Money, period. I left Miami before I left Young Money. I was living in Jersey years before I left Young Money. You know what I'm saying? So,
You feel you outstayed your welcome?
not a welcome, because it wasn't like, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a welcome. I still got my Young Money tattoo. I ain't never covered it on some bitter.
Right,
Like,
right,
nah,
right.
it's nothing like that. It's just the business. It was time for me to go. It wasn't really no more that they could do for me. It was no more that I could do for myself there. Collectively, it was no more that we could do that was gonna make sense. They had a bunch of other shit going on with Wayne and Birdman getting his shit right. He ain't got no time to worry about when we putting Jae Millz out. Like, I don't got time to, nigga, I'm trying to get my shit out. We talking about free, we on tour talking about free C5. I ain't thinking about Jae Millz. And it's not a personal thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because I probably would have been the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you could do, if you could feel like you could do something else, bro, I gave you a platform. Like, I appreciate it. You appreciate it. Cool. But I can't do nothing for you right now. So who am I to stop you from seeing what else you could do? Same thing we was talking about. I remember one time we was talking about it. I said, that's why I never felt no sort of way when Dave East left Potent. Because what else could I do for him at that time, bro? This nigga got a kid on the way. And I'm looking at it like, damn, it's the same shit that I'm kind of in. Like, I remember when he was like with the Def Jam shit and him and Wayne, I was like, nigga, you got to do that. And I ain't got no paperwork on you. I didn't, you know, I'm so caught up in shit that I got going on, and so I ain't got no paperwork on you. I ain't really got nothing for you bigger than that. So what type of friend would I be to be like, nah, East, you got to ride it out with us, my nigga. Fuck that. We gonna get this bread. It's like, yeah, but he could get the bread now.
Right.
Don't sell that nigga no dream like, I got you, just trust me. No, nigga. No, nigga, don't tell that nigga to trust you when he got a fucking kid on the way, my nigga, because that's what a nigga told you. That's how you in the predicament you in right now, my nigga, trusting niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't about to play with that man career like that. That's why when I see East, I be happy. I love that shit, my nigga, because it could have went different.
Absolutely.
It could have went different if a nigga ain't want you. It could have went different if I was the type of nigga that's like, I only want a nigga to win if it's on my time. Or I only want a nigga to win if I could be able to say if it wasn't for me. Then I don't really want you to win then, nigga.
Facts.
I ain't your man if I only want you to win on the strength of me. Nah, maybe you could win on your own. Maybe I believe you can win on your own, my nigga. You don't need me. You might not need nobody, nigga. Go do that shit. That's a friend. A friend ain't making you believe you can't do it without them.
Facts. Yeah.
That ain't no friend. Nah, my nigga. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I see you called yourself, you made a comparison. You said Oscar Robinson. And you also, you know what I'm saying, I seen an interview with you. You also made another comparison. You called yourself, you know how I feel to be Eddie Jones.
Yeah, that's
and
a
that
real
shit
thing.
was crazy that you said that.
Did you understand what I meant when I said that?
understood exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
Because he was the fucking man.
Yeah.
But like when Kobe come in, it's like Kobe is Kobe.
What can you do?
But Eddie Jones is Eddie Jones. But it's like
Hey, yo,
Kobe
Millsy.
is Kobe.
Check him out, though.
The
What's
Don
good?
Chi.
Shout out to my man Chio the Don, man.
You see what we doing?
Bakery. You know, I always rep the
See
bakery.
what
I
we
always rep
doing
my
here.
bakery shit, man. But yeah, the Eddie Jones shit, right? I said that shit, and I think people thought I was like downplaying myself. It's like, nah, bro. I think people don't know how to be real with they self.
Talk your shit.
Bro, I done had seizures in my sleep. I done had a tumor grow in my throat and have to get the shit lasered out, my nigga. I'm here for a reason. I'm not, like, if I ain't still have some shit to do, I wouldn't be here to do it. That's just how I look at it. So I don't cut no corners. I keep it a buck. Nigga, if you think it was hard, I take that back. Y'all niggas think it was hard for y'all when Drake showed up? What y'all think it was like having on the same uniform? What you think that was like, my nigga? You thought that shit was, you thought I had it easy? You thought we had it easy when Drake came? You think Wayne had it easy when Drake came? You think anybody had it easy? You think anybody's having it easy now?
No.
So, you know what I'm saying? So
he
so
did kind of
was-
make Wayne. Nah, I mean Wayne is Wayne.
Yeah,
But I'm sure it made Wayne sharpen his shit up.
It
still.
made everybody sharpen it up. So my thing when I gave the Eddie Jones analogy, it's like, yo, Eddie Jones was that nigga. Eddie Jones was the Kobe before Kobe in a Lakers jersey. If you don't know,
was
you
him
don't
and Nick
know.
Van Exel,
Just
word.
like you don't know before Eddie Jones, Byron Scott was nice and fucking
Facts.
James Worthy and all of them. Before them,
Facts.
Elgin Baylor was that. If you don't know, you just don't know. But I know. I know. You know what I'm saying? So Eddie Jones was that nigga. When Kobe came, it's undeniable. Man. Some people just undeniable. You could like them, you could not like, you could love them, you could hate them. Nigga, Floyd was undeniable. I seen Pretty Boy Floyd. I seen Money Mayweather. You can say what you want. Nigga don't throw a lot of punch. He don't lose. He don't lose. So sometimes that's just what y'all had to look. I like Sugar Shane Mosley too. I like Oscar De La Hoya too. I wanted Zab to fuck Floyd up. Shit didn't go like that when it got in the ring. Sometimes God just got shit lined up different. Nigga, if Drake would have went to any label, shit would have stopped. So when I say I know what that shit feel like, yeah, I know what it feel like.
Damn, you seen that shit when he was over there?
Yeah, like, I seen it. I seen that shit in real time. We knew. Fuck you talking about? I heard So Far Gone before y'all heard it. I heard So Far Gone when we was in the limo going to the Every Girl in the World video shoot. Nigga, we already knew.
In my brain.
We knew what was going on already.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard that shit, once again, I'm a fan, bro. I've never been a hater. I know how to be a fan. I'm Jae Millz, yeah, but when that shit came on, no. I was like, they don't know how to go. She in love. And all them light-skinned girls standing outside. I was like, oh, I like this vibe right here. He's next. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Like, I want him to be next. I want him to be the next because his shit's ready. This shit is like nice. I didn't know he used to write for Dr. Dre.
But
I didn't know all of this shit. I remember when the first time I was successful, I said, man,
I just wanna be success. My first Drake song
You know
I
what I'm
ever heard
saying?
was Replacement Girls.
Yeah, Replacement. That was with Trey. Yeah. Wow.
man, Drake was undeniable, and we're seeing it right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got to see it firsthand because I remember when he came around and it was like niggas didn't really know. I knew. You know what I'm saying? Gutta knew. Mac knew. Tiger knew. Wayne knew. Tez knew. Birdman knew. Drake might not have known. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like me, just happy to be here. We was all just happy to be there, bro. It was like you coming out first, you coming out second. Nah, we was happy for Wayne to bring any of us out. I come out tonight, I could do my dedication 3 verse. In American Airlines, you gonna let me do Dick Pleaser tonight?
Yo, that's crazy.
What? This nigga is bringing me out tonight, bro? Like, yeah, we in New York tonight. You wanna come out tonight? You gonna let me come out in Nassau Coliseum, bro? And do I got a bitch named Keisha from...
Real Dick Pleaser.
Anybody who wanted tickets, you getting them tonight. This is the night.
Yeah, niggas gotta see me.
You gotta
niggas gotta see me tonight.
Oh, you gonna bitch, you gonna feel me. If you don't ever feel me, you're gonna feel me tonight.
Nigga said this is the night.
Man.
But you know when I realized it was real? When we got to Canada. We got on the Canada joint. The Canada stopped on the tour at that time. This is when he just bringing us out like, none of us got no sets. He just bringing us out. Mm-hmm. Everybody, when I say Jay, you say Millz. When I say Nicki, you say, when I say Gutter, you say Gutter. He just letting us come out and do shit from like Dedication 3 or mixtape shit, whatever we got. But he giving us the platform to do it while he's like million sold first week. He's the biggest thing moving and he bringing us out to do, nigga, I'm talking about, yo, Dick Pleaser is a wild verse to be performing for 6 months on tour, bro. When we got to Canada, it's like, all right, this is where Drake from, so we're gonna bring Drake. I'll let Gutter, Mac, and Drake gonna come out tonight. But when we're in New York, Twist, Corey Guns, and Millz might close it out. When we get to Texas, because Lil Twist from there, Millz might go first, Gutter, and then Twist gonna close it out. Wayne used to have that shit thought out like that. When we got to the Canada stop, he had Ransom out. I remember Ransom was out. No. I don't know if It May Not Mean Nothing to Young. He had that out before. I think Juicy J or one of them was on that song originally, if I'm not mistaken. Drake, don't kill me. But that was like a song that it got leaked. So his fans, his like diehard fans, they knew it. Yo, bro, I remember when it got time for Drake, like everybody did they come out shit and he let Drake finish the artist set. When that shit said, dun, 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 dun. He walked out like that, like doing the shit like that. They was like, Yo, I remember we was standing on the side because we was all happy for each other. We just happy Wayne bringing us out. We all hype for each other. Yo, bro, when we seen that, I think that was the moment where they seen like, oh, now we have to do something with him. Like we have to do something with him. Like, I don't even know if we had every girl in the world yet because we were still doing shit from Dedication 3 now that I think about it. So every girl in the world wasn't done yet. But by the time we did Every Girl in the World, he had So Far Gone done. I remember he played it for like Jazz. I remember Jazz like, yo, y'all want to hear Drake shit? And me and Gatto was like, hell yeah, put that shit on. Like, all right, you know, your limousine. Shit might have been on a CD. You put that shit on. We might have got like 4 songs in. When I got out of that shit, when we was walking into that fucking set, I told Gatto, I said, that nigga the one. So that nigga the one. You know it when you hear it, bro. You know it when you fucking hear it, my nigga. I remember when we heard 50 on all, even when he was dissing Jae and all that, them mixtapes, them G Unit, 50 Cent is the future and all that, like, you knew it. Baby, smile too. He was taking everybody's songs, just making them funny, making them gangster.
Facts.
You can't, it's undeniable, bro. When Wayne was on that run, that shit was undeniable. There was a time where I was like, yo, I don't know why they nominating girls with Nicki for these awards, bro. Like, why they put like,
yeah, she was number.
Why
she
y'all
was
doing
number
this,
1,
yo?
2, and 3.
Like, I remember looking at the nominations, like, she came out with something this year. Like, y'all just stacking the fucking card now, like.
Yeah, fast.
And the winner is Nicki Minaj for about fucking 6, 7, 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and Wayne built that, man. So niggas gotta put a lot of respect on Wayne's name, man.
Yeah, he built the all-star team. Now I want to go back to something that you said. Said you was on Young Money.
I said a lot. I've been talking.
Nah, it was a key
Don't worry
point.
about it.
I'm paying
I'ma keep
attention.
going, so I got a lot more talking
I'm
to do.
tapped in.
I'll be
I'm tapped in.
talking.
You said you was there until you wasn't. Right. Now, you know what I mean?
fucked up today.
Bedrock, Every Girl in the World.
That shit changed my life.
Right. And that album, what the album go? How many times platinum did the album go?
I don't know if the album
the
went
Young Money
platinum
part?
or
Well,
did
actually,
it go
the
gold. It
single-
might have went
the-
gold.
the
It might have
album
went
went
gold.
gold.
The
The
single
single-
definitely went platinum.
The single went.
I
how
think
many
Every
times
Girl
platinum?
went like 4 times platinum.
Right.
And no, Every Girl went like 2 times platinum. Bedrock went like 4 times platinum.
Bedrock
was, yeah, that was the one.
That rock
See,
was it.
So having the success off that, you know what I mean, and everybody doing their thing now. This is Smoke Dizz as a fan of Jae Millz, right? Now around that time, didn't you have the record with Chris Brown too around that time? Like after,
Yeah, I did the
all of
record
that?
with Chris Brown and Wayne.
Right, straight,
Nah,
straight,
you good,
straight.
you good, you good.
wrestlers, my nigga.
You good, you good.
I had the song with Chris Brown when Wayne went to jail. I remember that.
Right.
And they wasn't really fucking with Chris Brown at that time neither.
And he was rapping on the record.
Yeah, I asked him to rap on the record.
What made you ask him to rap and not sing?
I don't know if he had Fan of a Fan out yet with Tyga. He might have. But I had heard him. I knew Chris Brown from when he had Run It Out. You know what I'm saying? So I knew him for like little kid before when his voice was different. So by the time I heard him on like Fan of a Fan and he was doing this shit with Tyga, I was like, damn, he nice. Like he could rap. Like he could rap. And people wasn't really fucking with him. I think this is the Rihanna time. Cause I remember when I called him, he was like, you want me to rap? Like he's like, yeah, send it to me. I was like, yeah, but bro, you could do a hook, but I want you to rap too. I'm gonna lead I want you to do the second verse. He's like, what you mean? You want me to sing this? I was like, nah, I want you to rap. He said, word? I was like, nah, I heard you rap, nigga. You nice. Like, I want you to. And he was like, I bet. And then when he sent it back, he did the hook with the voices and all that, and he did the verse and the hook. I was like, oh. And then I called, I was like, yo, would you mind doing the video? He's like, yeah, bet. That's when I realized how independent artists was moving. This is the blog era. I started to realize, like, yo, you could get a lot of this shit done without the label. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking
Start recognizing it.
Nuvo gave me money, Energy, Red Bull, Ciroc. Like, wild people just gave me money. Before you know it, I had bread to get him a fucking trailer, get me a trailer, pay the barber all day, pay some girls, get a green screen, get a director, get a crane, like, I had money to do all sorts of shit that I thought I had to go to the label to get, because Wayne is locked up at this time. So I'm just trying to do some shit till he come home and, you know. And I remember Breezy came to the video shoot, did the shit. This is why I always say, certain people in the game, man, they don't ever have to do nothing for me again. 2 Chainz don't ever have to do nothing for me again. When he did the Molly shit for me and he was getting $100,000 a feature and asked me for a dime, he don't never gotta do nothing for me again. You know what I'm saying? Wayne, any song Wayne ever got on for me before I was Young Money, never asked me for a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, T.I., Cam, and a lot of these niggas, Kiss, a lot of these niggas never asked me for a dime. So with certain people, I just be like, I ain't really do nothing else. I keep it at that, you know.
Oh, damn! What he was talking about earlier before.
Yeah,
What
I
was
lost
that?
my train of thought.
Nah.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said how niggas don't owe you shit, but I didn't
Yeah,
lose my
but
train. I
the
know where I'm
Mad
going.
Hoffa shit.
Hold on, no.
My fault.
We gonna get to that. Wait a second. Right, so you just threw me off with that shit. You just threw me all the way left. Nah, you ain't bringing it. Shut up, nigga.
We talk about it later.
What-
Don't
whatever,
worry about
man.
what nigga you talking about, nigga. Matter of fact, where the weed at, man?
Yo.
I can't go to my book bag right now. Can I get the weed?
You don't even have no weed in
Yeah,
your
how much
bag.
you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
Oh, yeah.
How much you
I
want to
forgot
bet?
you had mids. Here.
Oh shit. Well, he already admitted he used to smoke Reggie, so he can't never use that on you no more.
That's
Like,
not
he-
enough.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
it's
saying?
enough when it's free.
That's not enough. I'm gonna give you weed back. I promise you.
I don't want the weed you got.
I got good weed, bro. I'm telling you.
Yo.
I'm gonna give it in 100. I got you. See what I'm saying, Mills?
Fucking annoying, my nigga.
See what I'm
You
saying,
rolling
Mills?
the joint anyway, my
See
nigga.
what I'm saying?
Make
you
it work.
seen
Stretch that shit.
Do you see that?
I seen it, man. I seen it.
Alright,
You know what?
alright. But I love him,
Millsy,
though.
You
trust
got
me.
to.
We'll
I love
get
him.
to-
Got to.
I'm
Yo, stretch
sorry.
it. Stretch it.
I'm under the umbrella.
Come on, man.
I'm under
You
the
got a lot
umbrella
of weed
though.
for a joint, man.
Look, I got the jack. I'm under the umbrella.
I'm under
though.
the umbrella.
All right, yo.
And this nigga got his own. Look at the bag though. No. Look at the bag. Look at the bag.
Just him. I ain't gonna lie, you look like Maul too. Shout out to Rory and Maul, man. You need to tell yo, look, Maul.
Nah, that's
More my brother.
shit.
though. That's
Yo,
my
shout out,
brother.
yo,
though.
Rory and Maul doing
Smoke
big things
Digger
right
trying to do
now.
some funny shit, man.
Rory and Maul doing
This
big
shit
things
need
right
to
now.
say Mall League Buds, man. I don't know. He got
Rory and Maul doing
I ain't
big
gonna lie,
things.
you keep it a buck, and he take his signature off there and he put like the Rory and Maul logo. You be like, yo, hold up. This nigga do look like Maul, man. That nigga got a CEO Joe button, man.
Yo.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yo, you ain't shit.
Niggas gotta go see y'all niggas gotta go see Joe too, man. I love Joe, but niggas gotta go see Joe.
Hey, man, I'm gonna let the niggas handle their business, man. I ain't got
Shout out
nothing
to
do with
shout.
that,
I'm
man.
just
Why
being,
you feel that
I'm being
way,
an asshole right now, but shout out to all. Nah, I don't feel like they need to go see him. I just like to see people work shit out. You know what I'm saying? I like to
that's
see
a fact.
Jay shout out
They
Dame.
started something
and,
that-
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Dame, hopefully they fix that shit out. You know, you want to see people fix this shit. I was always a person. I wanted to see Birdman and Wayne fix their shit. You want to see? Hey, you don't want to. Shit be cool. Shit ain't about no money.
Eventually, you know, time heals all wounds.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Eventually, you know, shit'll get straightened out. But all right, so back to you, Mr. Mills.
yeah, man.
Right. So, you do all of that, bedrock, every girl in the world, Wayne goes in, you know what I mean? You still continue to make records. At this time, you living in Miami. Now, my question to you as a fan, because I always wanted to hear more shit from you, and I felt deprived at some points at times of not getting enough music from you, right? Do you feel like when you moved to Miami, you got complacent as far as the creative
bit.
process go?
You know what? Because a lot of people wasn't there, and in Miami, that was a different chapter of Jae Millz. Because in Miami, I was growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Mills from 100 and nothing street at this time. I mean, I'm still from there, but I'm not there. I'm not Mills on 100 and nothing street on Lexington or Lenox or what. No, I'm on North Bayshore Drive on the 32nd floor.
Talk your shit, my nigga.
I lived in apartment 3A all my life. I was born in a 3A. When I lived on 44th, I lived in a 3A. When I moved to the east side, I lived in a 3A.
Got tenement talk.
I'm a
Talk that
I'm a
tenant.
3A nigga too.
You 3A?
I
Oh,
moved
that's
to
crazy. 5C.
32F with a doorman and a basketball court in the lobby at a grocery store and valet. When I come from Target, I just leave a car and give him $5, $10 bill, and he bring my shit up. I'm like, I thought that was only in hotels. I ain't got no album out. Wayne in jail. I moved to Miami when Wayne was in jail. Because in my mind, I need to be here when he get out. It's too many artists. It was too late then. By that time, it was too late though. But what I was thinking was too late. Drake and Nicki was already steamrolling. But in my mind, it's like, at least if I'm here, they already in motion. They rocket ships already. They out of here. Like, who next? You know what I'm saying? So that was my mind state of being there like that. I don't think I ever got comfortable because I was always putting out. I never wanted to say this like this, but I don't think people know it. Like, I got a post on my Instagram page. If you go back, if y'all wanted to, you can see it. And it says, like, I remember when it was going from 2019 to 2020, and, everybody was the end of the decade shit. I thank my fans for supporting me and rocking with me for the last decade and all that, for the last 38, 39 projects. And I posted a thumbnail of every project that I put out for the last decade. And it's like 30-something projects, bro. And I'm like, for a nigga to tell me I don't work, that's more work.
Blasphemous.
That's more work than labels. That's more work than, I can name labels that ain't put out 39 projects in the last decade. More or less an artist. So don't talk to me about being comfortable. I was living. I was seeing new shit. I was running out of stamps on my passport. Can I get another one? I can get another one? Oh, okay. That's what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, paying my rent, paying my mom's rent, moving around with the hottest nigga in the game, and in the midst of that, he making us the hottest label or crew or artist in the game. Shit is all new to me. I'm experiencing some new shit. It might look comfortable to you because you seeing it on TV now, but they spoil. They been seeing you on TV, Jarvis. So to you, this is like the roller coaster going back up, but you never let them know the roller coaster went down in the first place. You never let them know nothing was wrong because you left Universal and lost your deal. Nobody said nothing. So it just looked like they moved you from Universal to SRC to Young Money.
Facts.
Because you never said nothing. You never put it out there. You never said, yo, my nigga, it was bad. It was fucked up, my nigga. Like it was bad. It was kind of fucked up, my nigga, before Wayne started fucking with me. Y'all wasn't fucking with me. But you don't want to shit on your city. You don't want to shit on the DJs that was playing Holla at a Player that you did in your mom's crib. You don't want to shit on them by saying y'all wasn't fucking with me. So now you got to make it specific. You don't got the time to make it specific. It ain't even about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But there was a time where it was spooky. But they don't look at it like that. They look at it like, oh, nigga, you had it easy. No, my swag. You worked with Scott Storch. But at one time, it wasn't no Scott Storch. It was a time where it wasn't no Swiss Beats. It was a time where I couldn't get in contact with Cool and Dre or Scott Storch or Swiss Beats or fucking Scram Jones. And he did no. Shout out to Scram. But
shout out to
it was
Scram.
a time where, nigga, I couldn't get beats from nobody probably but a Ron Browse.
And Ron Brown,
you know what I'm saying? Like
a big deal. So
Heat Makers, shout out to Arsonist. You know what I'm saying? There was like a
shout out to the Heat Makers.
few producers, but it got to a point where it was bad, but niggas looked at it like it was always just the easy thing. It's like, nah, nigga, it wasn't easy when Drake arrived. Nigga, it wasn't easy for y'all. It wasn't easy for nobody, my nigga. It wasn't, you could have worked as hard as you wanted to work. You could have had the hottest shit in the world, my nigga. You was in the midst of some shit that was undeniable. I'll be more like glad that I was able to be a part of some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You ever hear like when the Locks talk about their time on Bad Boy? It was a time where they used to talk about their time on Bad Boy, and that shit used to sound like it was the worst time of their life, my nigga.
Now it's a little different.
Now that shit be like,
It's a different point.
nigga,
It's
we
like
got
an experience.
we got a chance to be in the studio with Big. Like,
they looking at it through different
when
lenses.
you hear them niggas tell the story about when Big got killed that night, he came over to them and gave them a bottle at the Soul Train shit and was like, yo, that shit y'all going through with Puff, fuck that shit, man. Here, enjoy yourself, and gave them niggas bottles and shit. They said that was the first time they met him, I think. Not the first time they met him. I don't think that was the last time they, you know what I'm saying? Because he got killed that night.
Yeah.
But they was going through their shit with Puff. They got memories like that. Them memories is worth more than the pub
That's
shit
a
that
fact.
happened with them.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
So I be looking at it like, I might not have never got a chance to put a solo album out with Young Money, like a major solo album. But the shit that I did get to do, that shit outweigh the shit that I didn't.
Super legendary, my nigga.
That shit outweigh it, my nigga. So that's how I look at it. Some niggas be
nah,
they be
that's
salty
the-
about
That's a
shit.
realest
staple in
drop.
the game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the realest drop. But hold on, right? So back to the statement. I was there until I wasn't, right? Because we spoke about when you was there. Now, how did it end? Because I don't think, like, I know the story because we talk, and it's not even really much of a story.
It's not.
Right? I had to say that too. So if anybody's
It's not.
waiting for some long story, it's really not much of a story. But the same way how
Let me get a water.
the same way how you left SRC, the same way how the Warner Brothers situation where people didn't know about you leaving Young Money neither until it was just kind of like
Yeah, I
kind of
just put some
it
shit
together.
out on Instagram and
Right.
me leaving Young Money happened because it was a time when Wayne was going through it with Stunner. Business was just a little all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They had, not like they was fucking me over, they was taking my money. Nah, it wasn't even nothing like that. It's just I had been there before. I had been to that fork in the road where it's like, do you think you could do more here? Or have you done everything you could do here? You know what I'm saying? Like, not to shit on them, not to say, nah, them niggas is out. It start with you. What you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what they want to do or what they didn't do with you, what do you want to do, nigga? You know what I'm saying? They can only do what you let them do. You know what I'm saying? So if you staying here and you rocking and you making it seem like it ain't really an issue, like you gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, then we guess you gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. You ain't pressed. You know what I'm saying? But it got to a point where now it's like, now I got a kid. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a family. I got kids. Now I know we waiting to see when he gonna get his bread, but in the midst of that, my shit getting backed up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about coming out with an album no more. Now I just want to make sure I don't look like a disloyal nigga and just jump ship now. So shit was bad. You know what I'm saying? It was getting bad for the whole, what was left there. I mean, if you was Nicki, Tiger, Drake, Wayne financially and, you know what I'm saying, your records playing and shit like that, but to put a new project in motion, it was like, I don't know if they ain't had a time to do that. Like, had to really get Wayne shit right, my nigga. Cause you gotta remember, Wayne shit ain't right. Ain't
Nobody
nothing right
shit.
over here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
That's
we
the
ain't,
boss,
we ain't talking
word.
about y'all niggas' albums before we talking about his, so we gotta get this right. So, at some point, it was like, you can either stay here and, wait for them to figure that out, or you can figure out what you gonna be able to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, bro, if I ain't had no kids and if I was just like a bachelor, still living in a condo in the sky and all that, I probably would have stayed. Cause I probably wouldn't have felt like I had any responsibilities that was that heavy other than myself. You know what I'm saying? I know how to take care of myself. I know how to provide for myself. I know how to I know how to hold it down for myself. I know how to go out there and get the bag for myself. But when they go from this, you got to go out there and get the bag for yourself. You got to go out there and get the bag for you plus 3 other mouths. It's like, you got to start looking at shit a little bit different. So that's why I said it wasn't really them. It was more so it was just time for me to go figure out the next chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like that chapter was probably one of the most amazing chapters of my life. But it's more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still some more of the book you got to read.
Yeah, you still writing.
That shit is exciting though. You know what I'm saying? Them chapters fucking amazing. You don't want to miss them chapters when you read my book.
That's a
Shit
fact.
is fucking monumental. But
That's a fact.
it's some more chapters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like the end of 2016. I don't know if it was in 2017. It might have been the end of 2016 or 17. I don't know, but I remember it was like about to be New Year's Eve. It was around the holidays, and I just remember being like, man, I'm just on some different shit right now. Like, I'm not even gonna take this. I don't want to take this mind state into the new year. I didn't want to go into the new year with the mind state of, all right, this year they gonna put the album out. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go into the new year with the mind state of I'm grateful for everything that I was able to do over there. Everything niggas was able to do for me because they did a lot of shit for me. I ain't gonna just make it seem like niggas ain't do nothing for me. Nah, niggas did a lot of shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So be grateful for that. Be grateful for them times. And going into this new year, nigga, you gotta stand on your own 10. You gotta figure it out. You can't stand under the Wayne umbrella. You can't stand under the Young Money umbrella no more. Nah, you gotta stand on your own 10 and you gotta go out there and figure it out. Shit got spooky, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of times I was like, damn, I might have did the wrong. I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. I gotta hit my nigga tune, my nigga. This shit, man, I bugged out, my nigga. I was high, my nigga. I was crazy.
That nigga
It was many
crazy.
days. I was like, damn, I need to hit my nigga Wayne and just be like, man, but it's like, that's not gonna change nothing, you know? Like he still got shit that he gotta do, nigga. And as your own man and as an artist and as a father, you know what I'm saying? A fucking fiance, nigga, you need to stand on your own and you need to get your shit going. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with, damn, I ain't want, like, nah, I never really wanted to leave. I needed to leave. I didn't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? But it was time. That's it. It was just time. It ain't like it was the worst thing in the world. That shit was probably the best thing in the world. But it was time.
That's a good one. Like, it's a lot of growth in the whole situation, and and you know, even talking to you, seeing you, I see the growth. I hear the growth. So I won't even ask you how you grew out of the situation because I can see it for myself, right? So, you know, from out of that situation, still making music, and I like to be the one to go on record and say, I was fucking with you when it was up, when it was down.
Yeah.
You was my nigga the whole way through. I never seen it really go down. For me, it was just always like,
It's all the same shit.
It's all the same shit.
Because I treat it like the same shit because I've been through it so much, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From the Warner Brothers deal. Fuck, even before the Warner Brothers deal, when I was in a group, the fucking Motown shit, the fucking Warner Brothers shit, Universal, and being shipped to the SRC and Young Money, and how we was talking earlier about coming to the independent distribution shit, and, you know, putting shit out through independent distributions and just doing, you know, distributors and doing this shit on your own. Even all of that is some new shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what it is with me, bro? I think I come from the era of, like, when you go back to when I was talking earlier about rapping next to the speaker on a talk boy and going to put your demo in a fucking box and shit. Before I knew how much money I could make from it, like before that was real to me, the art was real to me. Before I got a paycheck from it, I knew how to count bars. I knew how to one take some shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I even knew the money, like you look at the battle shit. I told you, bro, I didn't get paid off battle rap till I battled K-Shine.
That is crazy.
Yo, it's crazy. Yo, man,
Till I battled
I
K-Shine.
love this
You understand
conversation.
what I'm saying?
'Cause
So
you keep bringing me right back to where I want to go.
So
anyway.
a nigga can't tell me I only did something for the my nigga. There's a lot of times I did wild shit for free when I should have been getting paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't looking at it like that because I don't look at shit for monetary value. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
you
You go
love
from
this
being
shit.
one to be that nigga on the block, be that nigga on the Ave, be that nigga in your hood. Now you want to be that nigga in your borough. Now you want to be that nigga in your city. Now you want to be that nigga in the state. Now you want to be that nigga in the states nearby. Now you want to be that nigga everywhere. Now you want to lead a country and you want to be that nigga over there too.
Worldwide.
Now, some
Facts.
niggas just want to be the nigga on the block. I can't argue with you. Cause then you gonna look at me like I'm talking down on you when I start talking.
That's a
I
fact.
started to feel that.
That's
Started
a
to
fact.
come back to the hood. You trying to tell niggas, yo, bro, you know you could move off of 100 and something street and you could live downtown on like 40 something street.
I
Like
ain't looking at you like you saying something crazy.
just cause they renovated and redid these buildings don't mean you should be paying $1,400 to live on Lenox Avenue, bro.
Huh.
Nah, bro. You shouldn't be paying that much. Like you could pay $1,700 or $1,800 and live in a little bit different. Well, fuck live downtown. Just leave here.
See
Just
something
move.
different.
Just
See
move from
something
here,
different.
bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. I'm one of them people. I always used to say this because niggas look at me like, yo, nigga, you live in Cali, nigga. You ain't. It's like, but what? Shit, I'm supposed to live and die in New York.
Huh.
I'm supposed to raise my kids in Harlem.
Where I was raised.
They deserve that. My mom's from down south, from the Carolinas.
Me too, South Carolina.
Imagine if my moms would have raised me out there on the dirt roads. Did I deserve that, or did I deserve some better shit? Grandma's brought her up to New York. My mom's, I was born in Washington Heights. Did I deserve to stay on 157th Street between Amsterdam and Broadway? Nah. When they started building all them new buildings, Frederick E. Samuel housing and all that, we gonna move with some new shit. We might have heard mice in the walls through the years because they didn't dig out all the walls from when fucking everybody was selling drugs down there.
Talk about it.
But
Talking some shit.
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I went through, you go through all of that shit. Nah, my daughter don't deserve to be raised in Harlem, nigga. That's where I was raised at. She deserved to be raised somewhere else that I know is an upgrade. And when she have kids, their kids don't deserve to be raised in California. Go fucking raise your kids in Dubai or some shit like that. That's what California is to somebody that grew up with my mom's down in the Carolinas.
That's a fact. Especially now.
You mean tell me one day you gonna have a grandkid that's raising your great granddaughter in California? How you gonna get there? With words. With words. Rap, nigga. Niggas be like, Millz, nigga, you ain't never been no street nigga. I ain't have to be. I ain't have to be, bro. I ain't have to do the bids. I ain't have to go away and come back. Nigga ain't have to put nothing on my books. I ain't have to do all that. You don't have to come visit me. You come visit me at my mom's crib when I'm in. Come visit me at my crib. Or when I get money now, I'll come visit you at your crib. Or you,
Millz.
you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I didn't have to be that. I remember at one time, that was a thing. It's like, if you ain't a street nigga, you ain't what?
You ain't live. Like,
You ain't what? You better than me because you got caught? Because you got caught? What if we was all selling the same shit all this time, my nigga? All this time, this shit just been the Squid Game. I just been the old man just rocking you niggas to sleep.
talk your shit.
I know y'all niggas is playing with my intelligence right now, nigga. I'm gonna let you think you rocking me to sleep. At the end, all this shit gonna come to life. You ain't smarter cause you went to jail or you did some shit, bro. Or cause you done got shot a bunch of times. That mean they got the drop on you.
Stupid.
I've been shot at.
Me too.
Niggas done tried to rob me before.
Me too.
Clip jam. All sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get caught up in that shit, you know what I'm saying? My girl tell me this, like, she don't really be liking to go eat and go kick it with people. Like, her thing right now is she like to go kick it and have dinner with married couples. Married couples or couples.
I see why.
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause that's where y'all
she
at.
know all my homies. I know all her homies, but I always tell her, like, yo, if we get into some shit, you get into some shit with your girl, right? And your girl don't got no friends that's in relationships like yours. You know what I'm saying? You might have been with your girl 5 years, 10 years or whatever. She don't got no friends that got a relationship like that. So when y'all get into it and she take them problems to them bitches,
How they gonna relate to it?
how they gonna help her?
Right.
That's a fact.
Flip it.
Facts.
Flip it. If all my friends is some dirtbag,
Yeah.
filthy niggas,
Talk your shit.
when I get into some shit with her, who you think she think I'm going to talk to or going to kick it with?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the vibe change when you get older, my nigga. It change with your lady just like it's going to change with your homies. Just like it's going to change with niggas in the hood. You might come through in the hood, put your hazards on, you want to hop out, you want to go in here, get you something from the store that you usually get something from. Niggas saying slick shit. It's jokes, but it's you know what I'm saying? Every comedian, they greatest jokes come from some real pain.
That's a fact.
Greatest comedians' jokes come from some real pain, my nigga. So when you hop out
The best music come from
and
real
them
pain.
niggas is saying some little funny jokes and shit like that, but it's like some little hate in there, yeah, that shit is like, you know how they got like chocolate covered Oreos and shit like that? That's chocolate covered hate. Chocolate covered fucking hate.
You hear that shit? Chocolate covered hate.
That's what that
That's a
shit
good
be.
one.
It's
man.
a lot of chocolate covered hate out here.
That's a good one.
That's a fact,
good
yo.
one, right?
That's a
So
fucking fact.
so you know the Young Money era ends. You know, you continue to make music, continue to, you know, you work your indie situations, right? And then one day I wake up and I get on Instagram
Let me trash this.
and I see you're returning to battle rap.
Oh yeah.
So at this time, right, I'm thinking, I'm like, well, he's always been elite in his lane. I'm interested to see how he'll work in this new lane of battle rap, because they shit is way different, and you know it's no different to what you do as far as, you know, memorizing shit and just being a savant for music. Like, I watch you write verses and remember it in an hour and go fucking
yeah, I'm wild fast.
you
with
insane
remembering
like
shit.
that, right? But with this new structure of battle rap, I'm like, all right, I'm interested to see how this pans out. Now, I'm like, all right, who's he gonna battle? And then I find out you battling K-Shine.
Yeah.
And K-Shine is one of my favorites right now in battle rap, right? So I'm like,
Harlem reigns supreme in
Yeah.
battle rap.
right. So I'm like,
And
automatic-
I love K-Shine as a battle rapper. Like, just to put that out there. I know we was talking crazy, our face-off battle and all that shit, but K-Shine is like a legend in his time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Just how the niggas call me a legend of, you know, how I was outside and a lot of shit. He was a little younger at that time, but all of them niggas is legends in they own right.
Right.
K-Shine, Mook, Rex, Lux, like we all got our own pockets where we all deserve to be credited and like put on our pedestal and, you know, up there for shit. But yeah, finish saying what you said about
absolutely
K-Shine.
right. So now, for me, like, I know you're a competitive motherfucker, so you know, to come back into the lane and just hop right into the main event scene, it was like, all right, so this nigga must have something.
Yeah, and I had some
Right.
shit, but I just don't know what that day. It was a lot.
I mean, you know, it was a lot that day, but still in all, it was like, what made you go straight into that? Like, not really, like, you know, you could have picked somebody else that was in a lower tier that you could have just, you know, started to catch wreck off. Like, you know, we wrestling niggas. So for instance, CM Punk just came back from 7 years hiatus, and he ain't just jumped back to go wrestle Kenny Omega. He started with Darby Allin, because it's like, all right, Darby Allin, new young talent, but I don't have to work as hard. I could really, you know, get my shit off, and he's as competitive as you, but you
But you,
went straight to the other. So walk me through that. Like, how did the situation even present itself?
the K-Shine situation presented itself. RBE wanted me to do some shit, and I was I was on the fence about it. I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this shit or not. And I remember I hit Mook because I think Mook had just did the joint with
The tag team joint.
was it the A Verb joint? Did Mook battle A Verb on RBE?
I don't think I watched too many of his.
Well, either way, however it went, I remember Mook had just did something with him. So I hit Mook, and I was like, yo, what's the situation with these? You know what I'm saying? They got the bag, or he's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? They good people, blah, blah, blah. So Mook vouched. So I'm like, all right. So I went along with it. It was a few other battles that they was trying to set up in the midst of it and all of that didn't really fall through with the negotiations and blah, blah, blah. I was being an asshole. Like, nah, I want this. Don't even talk to me if you ain't giving me. Like, I was being extra with it. So we ended up figuring it out. And I wasn't really tripping on. So you know what it is with me? I always been the type. You got to show me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you nice or you any given Sunday, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I knew K-Shine was a problem. I knew the nigga was nice. The nigga was a spitter. Like, I already know that. We from Harlem. We know. But I wasn't looking at it like, nah, I don't want to battle that nigga out. Get me somebody else. Like, it wasn't like, nah, like, nigga.
You took whatever came for.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it like, nah, you need to go battle some whack niggas. It's like,
But you wouldn't have taken anybody.
You know what I'm saying?
with-
So
you
I
wouldn't-
wasn't thinking about it like that. Like go battle some whack niggas and kill them. And it's like, yeah, but that's not going to do nothing. That's not going. You're not going to look at me cool for going to body a bunch of fucking niggas that I was supposed to body anyway. It's like
Iron sharpen iron.
I don't know. Maybe I should have did that, but I wasn't really looking at it like that. I think the thing that fucked me up with K-Shine was, and they told me this was gonna happen too. K-Shine told me this was gonna happen, bro. He kept telling me, cause you gotta remember K-Shine is a fan. Not saying like he just a fan, Jae Millz. Like, nah. But he's a fan of Jae Millz. He came up watching me. So he might have got some shit from me. Same way I said when I battled Head Ice, I got the reality shit now. Like, Head Ice probably got some shit from Big L. Like, it's no problem with me saying that. You know what I'm saying? So it never was like a super disrespectful thing with K-Shine with me. I know we got wild with the face up and how we sold it, but it was never really like super disrespectful. I remember he kept telling me, bro, it's different when you get up there on that stage. I remember he kept saying, you gonna see, bro, it's different. Like it ain't even about your rhymes. It ain't about your raps. And if you know K-Shine he one of the best performers of his era with that shit.
Absolutely.
So as he was saying it, I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, I performed in bigger crowds than this. You know what I'm saying? It's different crowds though. It's different crowds. And when I got up there, I seen that probably like the end of the first round. I don't know who won the coin toss or whatever, but I remember like the end of the first round, I remember being like, damn, is they hearing me back there or is they? But I could also see people. See, I could see niggas that's like, they kind of want to ooh and ah, but they kind of want to see me lose. Like halfway through the first round, I felt that. I felt like niggas was getting too, and he had like a couple niggas with him, so every time like niggas like the fans in the middle of the crowd would ooh and ah or some shit, niggas would look back at them like. By the second round, niggas wasn't ooh and ah no more.
Like,
They didn't want no sort of issues in the building, my nigga.
Stand niggas down.
But I wasn't mad at K-Shine for that. He know how to work the crowd. It's not K-Shine's fault that I got up there and didn't know how to work the crowd. It wasn't the bars. It wasn't the punchlines and all that. It was yo, shut the fuck up. Yo, my nigga, it was the stopping and talking to niggas by the bar that people in pay-per-view land can't even hear. You hear them though, cause you hear everything. That's how my antennas work. I'm hearing everything. I'm seeing the niggas who was oohing and ahhing and now they not doing it no more. I'm seeing the niggas that's like extra laughing at his shit that was oohing and ahhing for my shit. Now we in the second round. I'm seeing niggas say 3-0. I'm like, oh, you niggas is sucking some dick right now. Hold on. We didn't even get halfway through the second round. You niggas is 30, 3. Oh,
They going hard like that.
yo, my nigga, and I'm seeing, y'all don't see this shit in pay-per-view. I'm seeing this shit like, oh, you niggas is some wild niggas. So now I'm like, I lost the room. First
It's
verse,
hard to get,
they
yeah.
fucking with me. But I think they started fucking with me, and then they realized, oh, we ain't here for this nigga. But, like they started hitting me with the, nigga, we came here to see you lose
Did your
today.
confidence go down a little bit though?
Nah, my confidence, even if you look at the battle, I was laughing. By the time we got to the third round and he got to the like the middle of his shit, I was like, I could already see, because they over laughing at his shit.
Yeah.
Shit is fire though, but they over laughing at it. The shit I was saying, they was kind of just acting like they was waiting for me to finish so they could get back to his shit. And I was like, oh, I dug myself a hole. I said, nigga, you wasn't winning this today. I realized that like in the second round when he was going, I was like, oh, it was nothing you could come in here and say today that was gonna let these people let you walk out beating K-Shine today. You dug yourself too much of a hole. You popped way too much shit.
I see like the little new school like battle rap people.
But my fault, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go
But
ahead, bro.
K-Shine showed up that day.
Yes, he
He
did.
Nah,
delivered
you gotta say
because I
that,
always
yeah.
say when I look back at it, I said, "Damn, I wasn't supposed to say that like that." But at that point, I'm like, I was already into the crowd and I wasn't even
The
there with it,
theatrics.
so I wasn't delivering it the way that I should have delivered it. But he was cooking. I ain't gonna lie. I always tell people like he was cooking. I think people be getting mad at me when I give K-Shine his props for that because they don't want me to say he was cooking or I had a bad day. Like nah. But it's like nah, in battle rap, once you get into it, my favorite battle rappers all had bad days. I seen Tay Rock throw up in his mouth mid verse.
Baby, bro.
Who's your
Who
favorite
top
battle
five?
rapper?
You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
wait.
Like,
Who's
and
your
shout out to
favorite-
Tay Rock. I fuck with Tay Rock. You know what I'm saying? But I like I just
Give
said
me 3. Your favorite right now.
I can't give you 3 because I watch battle rap, so I
All
can't
right, so
give
give me
you
5.
I can't give you 5. 5 is like Jae Millz, Murder Mook,
Nah,
T-Rex,
I'm not talking
Loaded
about your
Lux,
legend. I'm not talking about the
K-Shine.
legends.
Take Jae Millz out of there.
Nah, I'm not talking about the. I'm not.
That's 5 already. I
Nah.
ain't even get the Geechee.
Nah,
I ain't even get
past
the.
them. I'm not even talking like
I ain't
when
even
I
get to
when
the
I
new
talk about
niggas.
battle rap now. I'm not even talking about the legends like the
I put
years
everybody.
of-
I put
I'm
everybody
talking-
in
But see, all right. So look, I'm not gonna be political
because niggas is
I'm
still
gonna tell
active.
you who I like.
Niggas
right?
is still active.
Yeah, but them niggas is at king. They king shit. Now.
All right,
They don't even-
all right.
it's
I like
niggas-
Geechee. Geechee's my nigga. I fuck with Geechee Gotti.
Boom.
That's my nigga.
Boom. That's one of my niggas too.
I fuck with Geechee Gotti. I like Twerk,
Okay.
Tay Rock, Surf.
Surf.
I
I
don't-
fuck with Surf. Hard.
I fuck with John. I fuck with Clips.
John,
I fuck with Chess.
Clips.
I like Chess.
Oh, young
That
boy,
nigga-
young
I like
boy.
Chess. Nice.
I like
Right,
Chess.
young
That
boy.
nigga's nice.
Damn, it's some. Hold on. I like JC.
I like JC too.
You know,
I like B Dot.
I like B Dot.
Daylight still popping.
Daylight.
Yeah, Daylight's. Daylight
Yeah,
is
that's
kind of
one of those
legendary.
niggas. That's one of those
Hollow.
niggas. Yeah.
Hollow.
Legendary.
Hitman.
Legendary.
You know what I'm saying? I know, like I just said, Lux, Mook, and all of them.
The Math. Shout out to Math too.
Shout out to Math.
Legendary.
Math too. Math
So
too. I
what's the
fuck
shit
with
you was
Math.
saying? We were
Because
saying something. What
Math
Math's-
been around since the Math like been around like me.
Yeah,
Like, he was on
legendary.
Smack DVDs.
Facts.
You know what
Math
I'm saying?
is a
So
legend.
shout out to Math.
Yeah.
Math said some wild shit. I saw on his podcast when he was interviewing Mook. He said like he had washed me and Vado.
At the same time.
I'm trying to figure out when ever. Like at same time, different times.
Shout out to Mav.
You fucking Pacific time, Central time. I'm trying to figure out what time was he on. And I love Math, man. But you know what I think? I think we had a cipher because he said something about Clark Kent Studio or something like that. Shout out to Clark. We probably was in Clark Kent Studio, probably had a cipher or something like because Vado wasn't a battle rapper.
Right.
So when he said that, I was like, was we in a cipher? And we was going around and in his mind he was on his shit and he just thought like he was cooking niggas. Like I don't know. Because I know when he said it to Mook on his podcast, Mook was like, nah. I can't. that shit, I was dying laughing.
Move from the town.
Mook was like, nah, I can't believe that, man. He said, if I believe the time you saying, if you caught Mills and Vado, he's like, nah, you didn't. I can't even believe you did that. But I fuck with Math, and I do believe we probably did have a cipher, but I don't recall battling Math Hoffa. I just don't. I don't remember me and Math Hoffa having a
One-on-one.
battle. I don't remember me and Vado battling Math Hoffa.
So, but we had a lot of aggressive ciphers.
But
back
shout
in
out
the
to
day, so it
Math.
could've
You know what I'm
been-
saying? Shout out to Math.
Yeah, shout
You know
out to
what I'm
Math.
saying?
Shout out to my expert opinion. I'm a fan
Definitely.
of the show.
I'm
was on the show.
coming through. I'm coming
Yeah.
through to talk some shit. You
I,
know what I'm
I
saying?
was there not too long ago. And Math, you know what I mean? We've been talking about it. We just got to plan a time. Love to have you come up here, you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Come,
You gotta-
talk your
you gotta
shit.
come
you know what I
through,
mean?
man.
That's my brother, Math Hoffa. Right, so after the K-Shine battle, right, you know, obviously your confidence still was there, but just us being competitors, it's always something with your morale where it's like, damn, I could have did this better. And you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, of course. Of
So
course I
already,
felt like
I already
that.
know you went home feeling that way. Now, after that, right,
Neither one.
after that was that the battle with Ness or
After that, I did the battle with Ness.
right? Now that was like a grudge match, rematch,
Yeah.
so to speak. You got your get back again. I mean, it wasn't no get back on Ness.
It wasn't no.
But
It
you
wasn't. Yeah.
because you won the first time against Ness. So
But I like the battle. I like the second battle with Ness. And right after this battle, I told him. And this was one of the first times I went on the road. You gotta think a lot of them Smack DVD. Even when I battled K-Shine, we battled in New York. I battled Ness in Atlanta.
Facts.
Like I had to take my show on the road. I was out of town. We was both away games. You know what I'm saying? So But to me, and that battle to me was better than the shit he said in that battle was better than the shit he said in the first battle. To me, like he said shit in the battle, like when he said the nip of my trouble, I was like, that was. You know, when you in the battle mode and the nigga you battling say some shit that make you be like, well, that was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it wasn't I don't think that shit was the super best battle in the world, but it was like, nah, that shit was, you know what I'm saying?
It
like,
was nostalgic.
It was
good
like,
to see.
it was like, it was a fucking rematch from something that you never really got to see the full thing in the first place.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And you got to see us on the stage. We both out of our element. He ain't in Philly. I ain't in New York. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. That shit was cool. I like the battle shit.
So you back officially, like in
Yeah, I'm still. What you mean? You said what?
in battling, you back officially,
I ain't have a battle probably in like 2 years, but I feel like with the battle shit, you always active. Cause a nigga could hit me tomorrow and be like, "Yo, I got a bag for you to battle so and so."
Man, you taking that.
In March. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you're gonna give me my 3 months. I'm gonna go get my shit together, get my routine down, my performance down, and I'll see you in March. You give me my first half. That day, long as we don't get into no fight, I don't breach contract, I show up to the face-off, promote it, you get my second half, square business. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm with it. Like when you look up and you see how niggas be battling 1 month, next month they got another one, next month they got another one. Yeah, that's how they eating. It's no different than a nigga that got a hot song out and he just on the road.
yeah.
He's just picking up, just picking up the bag. So I like where the battle culture is at right now. I'm glad that shit evolved from the last chapter of the Smack DVD and you know what I'm saying? Niggas battling outside, niggas hoods and all of that. It's like, nah, niggas is feeding their families off this shit. Niggas is moving, niggas is getting jeweled up, getting whips, paying bills, getting out of debt. You know, traveling.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think before the pandemic and shit, Smacking them was doing shit overseas.
Facts.
It was doing
Facts.
a lot of shit. So fuck it. If you can't get it through mainstream rap or independent rap, you can't get it by putting a record out and traveling, touring and all that, nigga. Tour with your fucking battle bars. It's a fucking lane for everything. Look what we doing, my nigga. Look what we doing right
That's
now.
a fact.
Facts.
It's a lane for everything. So fuck, take advantage of that shit.
I mean, you've been a hustler since I known you.
I just left this shit here. I ain't even finished rolling up.
You've been a hustler
I'ma roll
since
up.
I
I'ma be the
known
first
you.
nigga.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you've been rolling.
Yo, Soldier
Dutchess the whole
Boy
way
ever
through.
rolled up during the interview?
Oh, he probably.
This nigga go.
Fuck is you talking about, Big Draco?
Oh,
Fuck is you talking about, Big Draco? First rapper to roll up during the interview, nigga.
Nah,
I ain't never see you roll up during no interview, shit, really. Shout out to my nigga Soldier
Now,
Boy.
who you see
man.
yourself battling though? Who you see?
I don't know.
battling?
Same thing. I'm the wrong
Who you
person to
see
ask that.
battling?
'Cause
You know, I didn't.
I'm the wrong person to ask
Who a
that.
good matchup for Millz?
Yeah, come on, let's set it up, man. All you niggas
Oh
come.
yeah, we setting up a match right now. Let me see.
Nah, we don't gotta
Who's
set
a
it
good-
up, but I'm saying like,
But who's a good
Let me-
matchup
let
for
me
Millz
think,
right
Let me
now?
think. Right now, who would I want to see Millz against right now?
Or who are some of your like cards? Name some
Nah,
cards
you
you
let
like.
him
See,
talk while I'm rolling up.
I'm a wrestling nigga, right? So I'm thinking storyline purposes.
Okay.
Now,
I'm never battling Mook again.
I'm
bro.
not
So
going with
let's
that.
get that
I'm
out
not
the way.
going.
Me,
No, no,
me
no,
and
no,
Mook
no,
already
no. I'm
agreed
going
to that.
so far left. You don't even.
And I'm never gonna battle Charlie
I'm
Clips
not
Salvato.
now. Look, they had nothing to do with the conversation as far as who you was battling. But I said I'm a wrestling nigga, so I'm going with storylines, right? And you mentioned a name in those guys. I'm not saying that you're gonna go against them, right? But I'm saying the match that I would like to see was probably you against DNA, right?
I fuck with this. Shout out to
Now
DNA.
I'm going wrestling wise, story wise, because DNA was with Charlie Clips. Charlie Clips is original most hated. It's a good story to tell. That's what I would want to see if I was a
that's
booker.
fire.
If I was a booker. Now
fire.
I want to spin off that for a second because we started there, we ended there, but that's not the end. And I was getting into something saying that since I known you, you've been a hustler. I've always been proud of you, still proud of you. You're
Thank
a
you, my
very
brother.
self-sufficient brother, you know what I mean? You
Proud of my
record your
brother
own
right here,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? We out here.
You know what I mean?
Shit, my
You
nigga.
you record your own shit, you mix your own shit,
Yo,
you master your
can you
own
let
shit.
niggas know I was doing that
You
shit
was
like
doing that
early
shit since
2000s,
my nigga
bro?
from the Talk Boy to now. I'm
Yes,
telling
yeah,
niggas.
man.
I seen it. You know what I mean? And I'm still seeing it right now. You shoot your own videos. You edit your own shit. You're a one man band.
I got
You're
my
a
camera in
Swiss
my pocket,
You're a
too.
Swiss Army knife. You a Swiss Army knife, and you always learn how to fucking develop another skill while crafting a skill that you always kept the main thing,
Big
which is the
facts.
music. But you always learn how to master other skills around that, nigga. And I'm proud of you, nigga, forever. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
Oh, forever one
Proud
of my
of you
favorite
too, my
MCs. Nigga, I
Proud of
gotta
you
say
too.
that nigga out loud, nigga, because niggas be saying a lot of shit when the cameras ain't rolling or when niggas don't hear it. And I'ma say that, and not only cause I'm pro Harlem, it's because nigga I was there from the beginning. I
Yeah.
watched it, nigga.
Yeah.
So it's like
You-
I'm watching from a different lens.
It
And I know what it is.
it was a lot of times fucking. It was a lot of times we was sitting in my mom's crib, my nigga. We ain't think of none of this shit. We just wanted to go up and rap on the radio or hear ourselves on the radio. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to, like, I always say, man, to be able to fucking feed your family and travel and see the world, like, nigga, I done been out the country. I done been
Word.
different places all over the world, my nigga, off rap.
Facts.
Off rap. It's some niggas who the fucking Spalding took them niggas around the world. Them niggas knew how to put that shit in the hoop. They was ill with that shit. Niggas had dribbles and all that. Even if they didn't make it to the NBA, they went overseas and got the bag.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, my nigga, this should be a gift. Even having a personality, this should be a gift. There's a lot of cute bitches. I don't want to say cute bitches. There's a lot of cute females, a lot of cute women, a lot of cute ladies. They dull. They got no personality. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna get far. It's a lot of because it's even more cute girls now with personality. You know what I'm saying? They on fucking TikTok and the gram. They learning how to have personality before they even know it. They learning how to fucking edit videos. What?
Word, that's a fact.
You ain't no motherfucking influencer. You a fucking director. You an editor.
Yo, word.
So that fucking reels you just made, you a whole fucking editor out this
no
shit.
bullshit.
But if you don't know, you don't know.
Word. So,
talking.
you know, I would let you spin into P.O. Dub, but my nigga is he's grown now. So we out that phase. We not even talking
Yeah,
about
we ain't
porn.
got it. We can skip.
But so we gonna go in and shoot the 5. So Millsy, we got this fucking segment on this show called Shoot the 5 with Show Broadway, where basically he gives you 5 names. For you, it might be a little more, but he gives you 5 names and you say what comes to mind when you hear these names. Shoot the 5, Show.
It's way more than 5 hours. This shit might be a list, bro. I ain't
Alright,
gonna hold
I'm
you.
just-
First thing come to your mind, I don't care if it's a sentence or a phrase or a word, don't matter. Tone,
My pops,
Nigel,
my uncle,
Smoke Dizza,
my brother,
Smack,
foundation,
Murder Mook,
When I think of Murder Mook, I think of like Rocky and Apollo Creed.
I'm so happy you said that.
That's
you
hard.
gave that's a
That's
good one.
hard.
That's a good
yeah.
one. That's a good one.
Nah, cause we was like all the way against each other, bro. And at some point, we just got wild cool.
I love that.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Even
love
like
that.
before, when I was coming back to battle rap, not like he told me shit to say about K-Shine or he told me shit to say about E. Ness, but he used to always tell me, bro, you got to find, and this shit now is different. And I thought it was dope because it's like, damn, I remember when I used to give him like little pointers and shit. And I remember I was like, yo, put me on the game. Like, let me know. He was like, yo, you got to find something in you to not like a nigga. He said, you got to find something about the nigga you battling that you just don't like and build on that. He said you can't go into it on some homie shit. He said you gotta go into it like, I don't like this nigga. He said it ain't like back in the days where a cipher might turn into a battle. It's like, nah, you know you going to battle this nigga. You getting paid to kill this nigga. He said it ain't like, well, we might battle later on if we go uptown or if I bump into this. It's like, nah, you know this nigga's coming to say fuck your moms. He might say fuck your door. He might say all this shit. So what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And it was just dope to have that conversation with a nigga that at one point we was thinking like this about each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of other battle rappers. I just saw some shit with K-Shine, was him and New Jersey Twerk got into it because Twerk said some shit about Shine. He was like, yo, but you my nigga. He's like, yeah, but I was just trying to hype a battle up. He's like, yeah, but you my nigga. I don't expect that from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with certain niggas you expect it in the battle shit. With certain niggas, I don't, and that's how, kind of how K-Shine felt with Twerk, that's how I felt with Mook. It's like, yo, I fuck with you, my nigga. You ain't even have to do all that. Yeah, but I'm just trying to, hype it up. But you ain't have to do that. We could have went to Smack like, yo, we want to do a battle on your shit. It's business. But when you young, and you just moving fast, you ain't think about no business. You like, nigga, I call this nigga out. Watch what's going to happen. It's like, yeah, but you don't got to. Any nigga who want to battle me in this era, look, you don't got to call me out. You can call me. And we can go to the promoter together and I will get you exactly what you want. You ain't gotta say nothing, cause niggas don't play with me.
Talk that
Niggas
shit.
don't play with me, bro. I'm not signed directly to a specific league or nothing. This is what I want. If you want me, this is what it's gonna take to get it. And the nigga I'm battling want this much. See, niggas be going into it wrong. They be trying to go into it like, oh, nigga, I'm a bigger name than him. Over there you are. When you leave that little corner and you come to this fucking city, I'm fucking God over here, my nigga.
Oh, talk.
I'm God over here, my nigga.
Talk.
I'm God over here outside of the world where cause I'm that nigga where you at too. We both them niggas over there. You leave that world, my nigga. I've been a nigga over here for over 2 decades. 2 decades, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So don't try to hype. Don't try to hype it up.
Nigga Millsy, go ahead.
Millz a girl, nigga. That's my boy. Hold on. What I got? All right. Mad ciphers.
The beginning.
Big L. Gotta go through the Harlemites.
Legendary.
Cam.
Cam was
Going through your Linux niggas. Got to.
Cam was like the proof. He was like the proof that you could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because before it was like niggas was artists, niggas was rappers. Like Cam was the rapper that put rappers on, and they was like successful rappers, and he was still a successful rapper, but you would see him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say like Cam was the proof. Like because I knew Cam from Children of the Corn, but he was the proof that when shit hit rock bottom, nigga, you could build it back up.
Build it right back up.
You know what I'm saying? Cam showed us that like with Let Me Know and all that, it wasn't it was Dipset, but it wasn't
Facts.
it wasn't Furs and you know what I'm saying? All of that. It was Jeff Hamilton. You know, it was it was Jeff Hamilton jackets and Timberland boots and all of that, but he showed us, nigga, nah, I'm gonna get Jewels $1 million.
Gotcha.
Like Jimmy, I'm gonna get you up out of 5H. We going to Broadway to get Pele's and shit, and he got J.R. Wright and Hell Rel out them selling mixtapes before they could get to the studio.
That's a fact. I seen that shit.
They
with
had
my
to
own
do that
fucking
type
eyes.
of shit. You know, and they ain't have niggas. I ain't saying like the shit on them. Shout out to them.
Nah, they was out there
Nigga,
hustling.
I used to wish I could be out there with them, cause that was like once you get to that point, the next point is you gonna be on a diplomat mixtape.
Or Flex freestyle.
Yeah, he taking
You
you
know
up
what I'm
there. If you, that's like boot camp. If you saw niggas selling mixtapes up there with Brazzy and all them by BJ's and
You knew they was
Harlem,
getting into the
That's
game.
a
you knew
fact.
they was about to be with Dipset. So
Shout out to them.
Cam was the
Mace.
proof.
Mace.
Mace, I could say, kind of more like Nas before I started rapping, because I was a big Nas, like Nas and Mobb Deep and them. I was heavy into like a lot of that shit, AZ. So Nas probably before I started rapping, but once I became like a rapper, I wanted to be like Mace.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like, cause I don't have to be I didn't feel I had to be a street nigga if that's who I wanted to be like.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like it was certain rappers, like if you want to kind of be like that type of shit, you had to be like that. That's what at that age, that's what you think. You think you gotta really be like that. So I'm like, damn, if anything closest to me, I'm about to cut these crisscross braids off, and get these waves. Shit, I like dancing, I like smiling.
Yeah, facts.
But I like talking my slick shit too. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of where I started, like, that's why I could say like Mace was kind of like a inspirator and inspirer.
Facts for Harlem, for sure.
I was inspired, you know?
I was inspired by Mason.
Nah, for Harlem, for sure. Vado.
Oh, that's Mike Myers. Vado is like if I'm the day, he the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're both days, but we're different times of the day. Like, I'm a certain time of the day, and V is a certain time of the day.
That makes mad
You know what I'm
sense.
saying?
Got you. All right, Lil Wayne.
One of the realest people I ever met. Definitely. I tell people that all the time, not even with rap. And Wayne is my age. We the same age. It ain't about money. It ain't about a lot of that shit, but Wayne definitely one of the realest. He's done a lot of things for me and for other people that I could say that he's definitely like one of the realest. I don't say realest people because that's like going to like niggas think you're saying some street shit. One of the realest friends. You know what I'm saying? If he your friend and he fuck with you, it's one of the best people to know.
Got
You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say that.
Lastly, Jae Millz.
Damn, man. I would say Jae Millz, but that's so generic. Yeah, man. I'm a book, man.
That's fire.
I'm a
And your
book,
chapters
man.
ain't complete yet. You ain't,
The statue
I'm
to
a
the
book.
book.
Yeah,
that
I'm a
ain't
book.
finished. You ain't finished writing it yet, dogs.
The statue to the book.
I like that. Nigga, a book, man. Like I could go back. I mean, if industry shit, I could go back to when I was 17. But if I go back to like when I started rapping, like when I probably started writing rhymes at 12, 13. I got my first deal at 17. I be wanting to say this sometimes, but I'll be like, and this is probably a good platform for me to say it, right? If I was outside at 14, 15 in Miami at Wet Willies and loot parties and shit like that, and I was rapping for Puff at 15, 16, I'm going to rap for Jermaine Dupri and all these people, 15, 16, I get a deal at 17. Was I a child rapper?
Wow.
Not like I ever wanted that, because I grew up around street niggas.
That's crazy.
Like Tone and Naj didn't look at me like I was a kid rapper because I was under my son.
You ain't had a Bow Wow content.
I didn't have a
but you were
kid.
still young.
I never had kiddie content, bro. I had a deal since I was 17.
Well, Shaheem didn't either.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
Like,
what I'm saying?
but you don't look
Lil
at it
Vicious
like
didn't either.
niggas don't give me the credit of.
That's crazy.
That nigga Millz been doing this since he was a
That's
kid.
a fact,
They don't
bro.
give me that.
That's a fact.
They don't give me that, bro.
Yo,
You ain't never heard a nigga say, I ain't gonna lie, nigga Millz been doing this shit since he was a kid. Niggas don't say that.
And that
Because it's
really
so
a thing.
it's so normal to them, they don't even acknowledge it, bro.
It's crazy.
They don't even
yo,
acknowledge
give my
this
son
shit,
his
bro.
fucking respect, B.
Nah, people tuned in. People
You know what I'm
love it.
saying?
What's
Yo,
the
I got
lighter?
a couple either ors for my nigga too. What you need? Yo, the light, right? My fault. I needed this. He a Harlem nigga. Yo,
Yeah, man.
Juice in New Jack City, real fast.
Oh, I love shit like this. Hold on for a minute. Juice or New Jack City? I'm gonna say Juice. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause New Jack City was about the Chambers brothers, and them niggas was from Detroit. So that whole shit was just like, it was cool that they did it in Harlem, but
Inside
New Jack
stuff, but
City.
yeah, niggas
Nah,
was-
man, I can only give you the real.
He would-
You know what I'm saying? One day I'm not gonna be here, and niggas is gonna be like, nah, that nigga Millz was talking some bullshit. Now I'm telling you, nigga, New Jack City was about the Chambers brothers, and they was from Detroit. And shout out to them, great story. But Juice, I felt that shit was about me and my friends and niggas I knew. Like when my moms took me to see Juice, I was in a newspaper after that. Nah, real talk. I was in the newspaper after that because I cried. Like, real, I cried when Bishop shot Raheem, my nigga. That shit,
I kinda
as a
believe you.
kid,
I kinda believe you.
my
I
nigga,
understand
as a
what you're saying. That was
kid,
sad
bro,
shit. That was
as a
sad
kid,
shit.
my mom took me to see Juice. I remember she took me and my little brother, shout out to Mac. She took me and my little brother to see Juice on 86 in Broadway. I'll never forget. And there was a lady sitting behind us the whole
84th.
time. 84th. Train stop was 86.
87, yeah.
So yeah, you know,
My nigga, real
So
shit.
the lady was sitting behind us the whole time, never said nothing. When we came out, she like interviewed us and asked us could she take a picture of us and all that. Next day we was in the fucking Daily News. I said, hold on, I ain't want nobody fucking knowing I was crying over that shit. My mom still got
Yo,
that
we gotta
fucking
find that
article. I got
clip.
the fucking triple fat goose on with the Scully with the shit that hang off the top like Tretch used to wear. Crusty ass face.
That's hard.
But nah, so when you say Juice in New Jack City, I adapted and I kind of felt Juice more because the blocks that they shot it on.
Yeah,
like
we seen that.
On th-
My,
Convent.
my summer camp was on the block that fucking Bishop said, thought that was your girl.
Yeah, facts, man.
Nigga,
sick.
Nigga special ed, nigga special ed
That
was
was
getting in the
special ed,
red
right,
joint. I ain't like how special ed pulled up for Raheem, bitch.
That nigga
Yo,
sick.
nigga special ed got in the joint, nigga looked out like,
Hit him with this.
rolled on, like, nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Had that nigga sick. Yo, I paid him full of belly.
Paid in full was a real story, so.
Jada kissing Fab.
Oh. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was kind of raised on both of them.
All right.
I ain't even gonna sit up here and hold you. I was kind
Bad
of
boy
raised on
death
both
row.
of them. I was one of them bad boy kids, but I never realized. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck, yo. Somebody got to say it, and I love Puff. Yo, I don't think we realized how Death Row was killing everybody.
OD.
Yo, on Hit 'Em Up when Pac said, "Our shits go triple and four quattro."
Yeah, with the echo.
I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know none of that. But yo, Snoop Dogg Doggy Style had 4 million in pre-sales. His shit was 4 times platinum before it scanned anything. Sam Goody, Coconuts, and HMV and all this dump, they had already bought 4 million of the albums already.
The Wiz.
When you used to hear niggas say I was platinum out the gate, yeah, I shipped. I'm already platinum because they out there. I might not have scanned platinum yet, but they already sold. The manufacturers bought them already. Our stupid ass thinking, oh, he sold 1 million. Shit, big business, nigga. He already platinum before we even get a chance to buy it. So when you think about shit like that, Snoop was going 4 mil to Chronic, Pac, Diamond, All Eyes on Me. Big, Ready to Die went gold. But I was one of them kids on the block, like, nigga, Death Row can't fuck with fucking Puff Daddy, nigga. Fuck is you talking about,
That's
nigga?
some New York shit. New
Yeah,
York.
yeah,
We was on some
yeah,
New York shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I love California, and I'm
Fuck is
sticking
you
with
talking
bad
about,
boys.
nigga?
You know what
I
I'm saying?
was-
I'm Biggie forever.
I didn't give
You know
a
what
fuck
I'm saying?
that fuck them niggas was going platinum and 3 times, 4 times. Nigga,
Yeah,
we
I
going
love
gold
that
over
shit.
here and we winning, nigga.
Jay-Z Nas.
Oh, man. I was more Nas first. And that's only because I didn't understand Jay-Z yet. I didn't understand Cashmere Thoughts. I didn't understand D Evils. I didn't understand Politics as Usual. I didn't understand that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? But I understood If I Rule the World.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I understood It Ain't Hard to Tell. This is the Michael Jackson shit. Maybe that's why I identified with it, and then he got me with the rhymes. But when I got Illmatic, like, I ain't gonna lie, Illmatic was like the Bible to me, my nigga. I didn't skip nothing.
That was
Come to
usually
Queensbridge, motherfucker! Like, I couldn't wait to get to the end of Represent to get to that part.
It's crazy.
Niggas is shouting niggas out. He said, come to Queens. I was scared to go to Queensbridge. Nigga, my cousin lived in Queensbridge and I was scared to go to Queensbridge. I used to go spend the night for the weekend and be like, shit gonna get real. We used to go play in a little community center, like where they did Survival of the Fittest, and Hot Prodigy and Havoc is in the middle of the joint, and Puff got the Tommy Hilfiger shit on. That was like a community center in the middle of Queensbridge, like 40 or 40. Don't quote me, but we used to be going over there. Nigga, the kids we played basketball with in the community center was fucking rough hooligans. I was like, yo, this shit is real, my nigga. So I identified with Nas. I didn't really identify with Jay-Z. I didn't identify with Reasonable Doubt. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really like identify with Jay till In My Lifetime Volume 1. I ain't gonna lie, when I heard Imaginary, because I guess I was a little older, I was like a year or two older, but when I heard Imaginary Playmates, and I didn't even know he was bombing on my nigga Mace. Yo, bro, that's probably my favorite Jay-Z song, and he's walking. He's walking. You know, like how they said it paid it for. He say he's killing my man. He's killing my man.
That nigga.
Yeah, but when I went back and I started listening to Reasonable Doubt with an older, like I was a little bit older, I was like, nah, this nigga was nice. And it gave me the Big L feel. It gave me the, damn, I gotta kind of figure out what he just said. That's where the punchline Millz came from. That era of the going over niggas' heads, I was a kid of that. I was a kid of, if Faith had twins, she probably had two Pacs. Get it? Two. I was a fan of all that shit. I like my weed, beef and broccoli. Mix my 10 because I like it, beef and broccoli. Go uptown when I want to get some beef and broccoli. And it's he to leave you underneath the
beef and broccoli.
I was from that era. You know what I'm saying? So anything that had some shit like that, I was like, ooh. But Nas was still, he was Esco. He's always Esco. So it's hard for me to pick Jay-Z over Nas, but it's hard for me to pick Nas over Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
I got it though.
I was more so came up on the Nas shit though. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna pick over too, but
you know what I'm saying? I more so came on Nas shit, but I fuck with both of them. I fuck with
think
both.
Esco Flyer.
It's like it's like when you just asked me Jadakiss and Fab, and I couldn't really
It's
answer
one of
it.
those, yeah.
It's like I can't really, like, niggas raised me, man.
Yeah.
I can't answer that. It's like saying, which uncle you like best? It's like both of these niggas done bought me
Nah, I'm
Jordans.
gonna tell him. I'm gonna be
and-
like Biggie over Tupac, and then I'm gonna say Jay-Z over Nas.
That's different.
That's
I would say Biggie over Tupac because I identify with Big more. Like I said, the going over people's heads, like the wittiness. You know what I'm saying? I identify with that with Big because that's what I was into. I was into Big L, and I'm listening to witty shit. You know what I'm saying? So Pac was more so. You had to really listen to him. He was making you think. I think people that was at a certain age at that time, they identified with Pac because they understood the revolutionary in him. They understood his moms and
it was a different.
with us, we
and
was
he act. It was he touched different emotions.
yeah. With us, we was more so on Biggie. We was happy he finally made it and
That's
got
a
on.
fact.
and
That's a fact.
He was changing his life. He was
trying to
smiling
get
more. He
into
was
new
then. So
shit.
we was more so happy on that. We ain't understand. Well, I didn't. I ain't understand all of that beef and shit.
yeah.
What's up, Smokey?
Nah, it's
Nigga,
been great.
we
I mean,
killed, nigga.
Look, man, I had a good day. You know what I mean?
Great day.
Yeah, I had a great day. You ain't annoyed me too much.
He
know
said
what
you
I
ain't
mean?
annoyed me too much.
You ain't back for too much weed.
It's all good.
You came here.
Little
You know, the
blunt.
last couple episodes you've been doing your thing, man. I see my tough love's been working on you, man. So, shout out to you. But
Come on, man.
you know what I mean? My brother Jae Millz.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, the journey's not over.
Nah, man. I got a new situation too right now where I'm on some media broadcasting shit too. I can't really
Talk your
drop
shit.
too much bombs, but shit is just fun, man. Like when we were saying, it's just dope to be in different spaces now. Like just look at the shit that we doing, bro. Like chopping it up over some weed, just telling stories. It was a time where we would just chop it up over weed and we ain't had no stories to tell, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I remember sitting in the
Imagining
crib.
everything.
Nigga come over to my mom's crib. We sitting there. We ordering Chinese food and Jimbos. And we playing video games and shit. And we looking at other niggas' stories at this point. You know what I'm saying? We buying J Arms instrumental, Sycamore instrumental. This is when
Sycamore
Sycamore's an A. I'm talking about
His
before
drop
he
on
was
the
an
whole
A&R.
shit, you
I'm talking
tight.
about when he was making instrumental mixtapes for us to pin our shit to go to Mad Cyphers and rap over.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's dope to just get to this point, man. You know?
Word. So, you know what I mean? Before I let you go, you know, usually I drop the gems when it's just me and this guy, but when I got a gem in our presence, I love my gems to drop gems. You know what I mean? So, give me a gem for anybody chasing a dream.
Man, if you chasing your dream, man, shit. For a nigga like me, been in this shit as long as I have, 2 decades, man, this shit gonna be a roller coaster. Like if you chasing your dreams, the advice I give to people is don't get off your roller coaster, man, until you got what you got out of it. You know what I'm saying? Until you got your excitement. People gonna get off. Niggas gonna get off the ride. They gonna be like, yo, this shit ain't as fun as it was no more. Niggas even gonna leave the park. I always be saying that, bro. A lot of niggas left the amusement park on me. A lot of niggas got off the roller coaster. Roller coaster gonna stop, then it's gonna start back up again. That's all amusement parks. That's what they do. Them shit stop, shit go back out. Some people get off the roller coaster. Some niggas just gonna keep riding it with you. Like shit is the same ride over and over, but I'm here with you for the ride, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like the ride might fuck up. This shit even might go off the rails, or some tracks might get added to this shit. I don't know what's gonna go on, but I'm here for the ride with you, my nigga. Stay on your roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know you in this shit for something, it's gonna come. It may not come when you want it, but that shit gonna happen. You gotta work for it though. That's another thing. Whatever you want in this shit, don't expect nobody to give it to you.
Fucking right.
Don't expect nobody to give you nothing, because anything that somebody give you, they can take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let and you feel better. That's another thing. I done had people give me things. I done worked for things. I done had favors done. I done had to go over and beyond for shit. When you go over and beyond and you bust your ass for something, and you know, like, nigga, this wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have did this, or this. That's different than a nigga going to sleep and being like, nigga, you better be lucky, nigga. If it wasn't for me, I can't sleep like that. It ain't a nigga alive right now that can say, if it wasn't for me, if you could say that, I lost that already. Whatever a nigga could say, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have, I already lost that. So that shit don't count no more.
Facts.
Had to get all that shit back. Why don't you say, nigga, if it wasn't for you, that sound better. Don't tell me what I lost. Tell me how, if you could put a spotlight on what a nigga lost, you got to put a spotlight on how he got it back. Niggas don't want to put a spotlight on how you got it back. They want to put a spotlight on what you lost, how you lost it, when you lost it. Talk about when I got it back, how I got it back. Because that don't concern you. You ain't involved in that. Niggas want to paint the story like you lost something because they stopped fucking with you. Or they wasn't around you no more. All right, so what about when I got it back? You want the credits to roll? Nah, fuck, don't save it. Hold the credits. There's still more in the movie. Don't roll the credits after you got your shit off, nigga, because I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't mean to say it like this, but I just feel like till I die, I'm always gonna be able to bounce back from some shit.
That's a fucking
Maybe
fact.
it's the seizures or the tumor and all that, but I always feel like if I could wake up and I could move, I'm healthy enough to get some shit going. I get it going. I could get it going, my nigga. Niggas got smartphones, bro. You don't need a team. You could make your team. You could be the team. You know what I'm saying? That's what fucked the world up now. Like, niggas don't think like that. Niggas be thinking you gotta have this one to do that. It's like, nah, if you could wake up and you could make it happen, my nigga, make that shit happen.
The
This
walking
nigga Jae
gem.
Millz, man.
Make it happen,
The
man.
great Jae motherfucking Millz.
Don't get off your roller coaster,
We
man.
fucking lit.
Yo, look, man, like I said, it was an honor to have you up here.
Yeah,
The
man.
conception
I
of this
appreciate it.
podcast is built on talking to guys like yourself. You know what I mean? Somebody that I've been in the journey with, that's still on the journey with, that I call
My
off
brother.
the record.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Anytime I'm in LA, even though sometimes I do. You gotta be like, yo, what's up,
Yeah,
my
I be
nigga?
like,
you been
yo,
here for
what's
like
good?
a day, my nigga.
What's
What the
good,
fuck is
my
you
nigga?
doing?
Oh, my nigga tried to call me. Nigga tried to call me an hour before he went on stage. I'm like, yo. He's like, oh, I totally forgot I'm about to do this shit with Cam tonight. Yo, where you at? Come perform. I'm like, nigga, I'm on the whole other side of Los Angeles. And that's another thing. He be thinking like, you could just get to where he at
Yeah, it's
in
not
LA
that
from
Yo,
where
bro,
you at in LA in
everywhere
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, everywhere in 20
Nigga,
minutes.
that shit gonna be 48 minutes
With traffic.
before I could
With
even
traffic.
get
That nigga
over there.
smoke
More or
is
less
crazy.
See,
exactly
but I
where
thought
you
about
at.
you though. I'm like, oh
That's a fact.
shit,
That's a
Millz here.
fact.
Nah, I gotta get my brother out. You know what I mean? We gotta. But like I said, brother, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
you know
always,
what I mean?
man.
It's
Thanks
been
for having
long.
me,
It's
man.
been long
I
awaited. We've
appreciate
been
it.
here for like 3 hours, so you know it's a goodie.
Chopping
it's
it up,
good
man.
to go, and
Good
niggas
convo.
is talking. Everybody really loved the conversation.
Yeah,
A
shout
lot
out to
of
everybody
people-
locked in. Shout out to everybody that's fucking with us, man.
My man, Absolute
convo.
Ruler said I didn't catch the first half, but this was fire.
Yeah,
Somebody
man.
else said that's a Finley. The Hulk Hogan story had me rolling. Shout out to Jae Millz.
Oh shit, but
You
they
know
all
what I mean?
go
So
get-
people are tapped in.
Yeah.
But Show Broadway, what's that stupid shit you say before we leave?
Hey, yo, it's curls for the girls, waves for the babes, Nas for the hood rats. Show Broadway host, Smoke Dizza. We got motherfucking Jae Millz in here, Harlem all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Bakery. We got Chi in the building, and
Yeah,
it's
my man
fucking
Chia,
shit.
And, I, and
you
hold on,
already
hold on,
know.
hold on. Before we go, I gotta say rest in peace to my man Matt. My man Matt just
Word.
passed the other day. Rest in
R.I.P.
peace, Matthew Smith. You know, most definitely.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace. Rest in peace.
Personal
Harlem
Party
Love.
Podcast, nigga. You already know.